are looking at possibly the only green grass left in all of Wood County. It is Erickson All Sports Facility, where it is time for the Crosstown Showdown. The Parkersburg Big Reds and the Parkersburg South Patriots right here on CAS 45, closing out a fantastic rivalry week. We've been glad to have you along for the whole ride. Brian Guthrie here alongside Joe Oliverio. PHS took volleyball on Monday. The boys' soccer teams played to a tie on Tuesday. PHS took golf Wednesday. The girls' soccer teams played to a tie on Thursday. And then the PHS boys and girls both won the cross-country meet. So this is the last chance for South to get a tally on the board here. Now, this all-time series dates back to the 70s when South was opened. 39-7, PHS leads all time, but they did win 20 of the first 23 meetings. The last 19 were about 50-50. It's PHS 10, South 9. Last year's game was just felt like a 5-hour shootout.
43-35, I think PHS won that game.
And you were in the box for that one, and that was just back and forth and back and forth. And
it was fun to watch, and, you know, the crowd was into it, and everything was going great. There's only been 2 overtime games in this entire series. So last time you and I were here, Brian, to start the season, that game went to about midnight.
Well,
so
that was hot with lightning. Now it's just hot with hot.
With hot.
So we got that going for us. South comes into this game on a 2-game winning streak, 2-1 after dropping their opener to Wheeling Park. Parkersburg has been back and forth. A loss to Morgantown, then a win at South Charleston, and then a loss last week to Hurricane. They were it was a 1-score game at halftime, and then Hurricane just kind of blew it open.
That's right.
In the second half.
CAS 45 had that game, and you're correct. It was 21-14 at halftime, and then all of a sudden Hurricane just kind of got in the groove. They were quoted in the paper about they were late getting buses out, so you know they were trying to chalk up. They were finally warm in the third quarter, ready to play that game. But, you know, the running back for PHS, Jaquel Shelton, had 22 carries. He was the workhorse of the night. Kincaid, their quarterback, was 9 of 16 for 54 yards. Probably one of the things with that game was the men in stripes had a lot of flags.
A lot of flags.
And,
a lot of flags
you know,
in that game last week.
Big Reds were penalized 6 times for 40 yards. Hurricane was penalized 9 times for 90 yards. And that doesn't even take into some of the plays that the flag negated.
Yeah, it did, yeah.
So hopefully tonight with rivalry week, it'll just be a smooth ball game, up and down, and may the best team win tonight.
Throw the records out the window when PHS and South go at it on the football field. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we will talk to Matt Kimes from Parkersburg. We will talk to Nathan Tanner from Parkersburg South. And then all the pageantry that comes with the Crosstown Showdown game. We'll try and see the bands and see the choirs and have the combined national anthem, a good time had by all. It's all coming up, the Crosstown Showdown, as you watch high school football right here on CAS 45.
It's game time, and One Community Federal Credit Union is here to help you tackle your financial goals. With our convenient and secure electronic banking and mobile services, we're taking our customer service experience to the next level. Plus, our CD rates are some of the best around, so you get more bang for your buck. When you need a loan, One Community can get you a great rate and a fast decision made locally. It all adds up to us being the Mid-Ohio Valley's winning team. One Community Federal Credit Union. Online at onecommunityfcu.org.
Over the past few years, West Virginia University has really invested a lot into their cardiothoracic program. It's a vision that they have for the whole state to bring West Virginia to the forefront of cardiothoracic surgery. Heart disease is incredibly prevalent in West Virginia. A lot of our patients don't even understand that they have this disease process going on. The good news is that in today's day and age, we really have advanced therapies, things with stents that we didn't think was possible 10, 15 years ago. And then surgery, which continues to advance and become a safer and safer modality for patients. Here at Camden Clark, there's really incredible both facilities and staff. Patients can have a heart attack or need open heart surgery and get the same exact care that they would at Morgantown or any facility in the world, quite frankly, and have that care right here in Parkersburg, West Virginia, with local staff and people that care about their community. It's really the best of both worlds.
Welcome back to the pregame show. I'm Joe Oliverio with Coach Matt Kimes here. Excited about the big rivalry game tonight, but had a chance to see your team last week. How do you feel about going into this week?
Well, I thought for the first half last week, we played pretty good football. But now about this week, we just got to play that same way for 4 quarters, be more consistent. If we can do that, I think we got a good chance to compete in this game.
That was exciting to watch. Your quarterback, Cooper Kincaid, had a really great night running. Jaquil Shelton, a lot of carries. So I'd imagine that two-pronged approach probably happened tonight. Get some speed going around the corners and up the middle.
Yeah, that's the plan. We want to be multiple on offense as much as we can. We're limited a little bit with that right now with some injuries. So we don't have as many personnel groupings and formations that we'd like to have. But we still got quality football players out there that we need to get the ball in their hands and make plays. And we got a lot of confidence in Cooper right now to make the right decisions and get the ball in the football or get the ball into people's hands, but also make plays himself. He's done a good job with that so far, and we expect him to do that again tonight.
I would imagine so. I'd like to wish you the best of luck tonight. Have a great game.
Thanks, Joe.
Back to pregame show.
For nearly 50 years, CAS Cable has been proudly serving the Mid-Ohio Valley with cable TV, internet, and home phone. Our commitment has always been to provide the best possible experience and service for our customers. With CAS, you get straightforward pricing that's easy to understand. And when you call, you'll talk to a local team member. Call us today or visit us online and see what we can do for you. CAS Cable, proud to be part of our community.
Do you remember Halloween shopping as a child at G.C. Murphy, Hills, or even Kmart? Well, at Crown Decor and Gifts, we wanted to reignite those memories for you. Our new vintage trick-or-treat area features the cardboard cutouts that you remember from your school classroom bulletin boards and the decorations that hung on your neighborhood windows and doors. Well, guess what? You can now use them all over again. Wrapped candies will evoke memories of trick-or-treat nights gone by with butterscotch discs, bits of honey, and all kinds of other candies. And our confectionery is churning out freshly dipped Granny Smith apples every single day for your sweet tooth. And be sure to visit Crown's Creepy Crypt for all kinds of Halloween decorations that light up and glow in the dark for your home. And a visit to Crown is not complete without an ice cream treat in one of our new seasonal Creepy Cups with our color-changing spoons, perfect for every little goblin. Welcome back to Halloween, and welcome back to your happy place at Crown Decor and Gifts.
Welcome back to the pregame show. Brian Guthrie with Coach Tanner from Parkersburg South. Coach, you got to be feeling pretty good after the loss to Wheeling Park. You've rattled off 2 in a row against University and Woodrow Wilson. What do you like about the squad?
Man, just really how our kids bounce back after that week 1 loss. I feel like our kids get better every day, and I like their headspace right now. I think we got a lot of kids playing with a lot of confidence right now, and it's going well.
So tell me, you've been doing media all week with the newspaper and TEP and everything, talking about this game, and now we're right up minutes before it. What are your guys feeling right now?
We're just excited. Yeah, excited. I mean, obviously throughout the week it's a big build-up, a lot of talk, a lot of noise. We're just excited to get out here and do what we do and play football.
This is a kind of a good measuring stick, 4 games into the season. What have you seen on tape from Parkersburg that you are most concerned with this evening?
Offensively, they're very versatile in what they do. They do a lot of different formations, a lot of different concepts, so they throw a lot at you. Whenever that's the case, it's tough to prepare for, but I'm confident with our week of prep, and I think our kids are ready to go mentally.
What's a couple things that you got to do tonight to win?
It sounds like coach speak, but I say this every week.
Don't turn the ball over.
Don't turn the ball over. Don't create self-inflicted wounds. Mm-hmm. Got to keep our composure. Obviously, it's a rivalry game. That's a real thing. Emotions are going to be high. Keep our composure, play clean football. Got to run the football on offense. Got to stop the run on defense, eliminate big plays, and win the kicking game.
All right, good luck tonight, Coach.
All right, thank you.
More of the pregame show after this on CAS 45.
Some injury attorneys are like law factories, just churning through clients as quickly as possible and getting mediocre settlements. That doesn't happen at Staley Law and Mediation. Jim Staley has over 40 years of experience and will do whatever it takes to get you justice, not just a quick settlement. If you've been in an accident, don't be just another number. Get a problem solver who cares about you and your case. Staley Law and Mediation. Call 304-485-3127 or visit StaleyLawFirm.com.
We walk because we care.
We walk to save lives.
We walk to fight suicide.
If suicide has touched your life in any way, please join us for an Out of the Darkness community walk.
Come and find support and find community.
Everybody's doing something to make a difference to prevent suicide.
I didn't feel like I was alone anymore, and that's why I've come back every year.
Everyone should come to an Out of the Darkness community walk. Walk with us.
Join us.
There is hope.
Register today at afsp.org/walk.
Facility, Brian Guthrie, Joe Oliverio, happy to have you here. Big shout out, by the way, to WVU Medicine Camden Clark for providing tonight's certified athletic trainers who are on the sidelines at every home and away game as well as on the practice fields for all high school sports. Thank you, WVU Medicine Camden Clark, for caring for our community and providing this service. We've got the combined force of the South and PHS choirs gathering in the end zone nearest the scoreboard, getting ready to perform My Home in the Hills. We'll see if we can catch that, and then both of the marching bands will be performing the national anthem. So we're going to get as much of this as we can.
I think that's a neat opportunity for those groups to get together to represent the talents that they possess.
Yeah, and that's
as well as the talent on the field with football players, talent musically, talent with the bands. It's a great showcase of.
Yeah, it's neat because it's with the cross country and football, it's like this is as much of Parkersburg in one place as you're going to get, pretty much. And there you get a good look at the choirs there assembled. Mr. Dubs from PHS and Mrs. Ratliff from South, the choir directors.
Getting some things set up there. Had a chance to talk to Mrs. Francisco, principal of South, right before the game after we did those coaches interviews, talked about the rivalry week. This is the first time it's moved into like the fourth week of the season instead of at the very end. So, the weather is perfect tonight compared to maybe what you might experience in November.
Yeah, I think it was before COVID. It was at the end of the season, and then just after that, it started like, hey, we just do it in the middle, and we'll do everything all together. And I think it's been really a neat thing.
And, both schools have a chance with the energy, morale, et cetera, to kind of build this early in the year, which makes it kind of nice. Also, she mentioned, it gets the community involved. So, we're not just playing somebody that maybe has to travel very far. Like you said, you've got all of Parkersburg represented here tonight, which makes it kind of interesting and exciting all at the same time. I got here, 4:30, and they were already lined up out there.
Yeah, the traffic here is usually pretty ridiculous, and there's still cars lined up out there to come into the parking lot.
Back when I was a high school band director, I always wanted senior night to be about the third or fourth game of the season, too, because it was like everybody's there. You get to the end of the year, and if a team's 3-7, that's not a lot of people in the stands to honor.
I was one of those seniors on one of your teams and or on one of your bands, and, yeah, there was one year we were 1-9, I believe.
So give everybody their due, like you said, the talents of singers, band. Speaking of band, the Big Red Band tomorrow. Going to a couple competitions. Okay, now we have the announcer getting ready to direct our attention to the choir.
Parkersburg High School, under the direction of Jennifer Ratliff and Josh Stubbs, will now present My Home Among the Hills.
choirs of Parkersburg High School and Parkersburg South High School singing My Home Amongst the Hills. Amongst or among? Is it amongst? Amongst the hills. No, it's just among. You're a choir guy. You should
getting there. I didn't know my mic was on. After last week, 2 shout-outs to the wrong people.
Yeah, I shouldn't let your mic be on. Perfectly honest with you. So I believe the Southern Bells are up next here.
Mistakenly thanked older brother Jason Guthrie,
who is now working in the concession stand across the way.
Probably well.
That's where he belongs.
Failed to mention our boss Ronnie, so
it's fine. It's
all
fine.
good.
Yeah, it's fine. That's the Southern Bells, and now the South Cheerleaders will come out.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Parkersburg South High School cheerleaders.
There's the South cheerleaders. Coming up here in just a couple minutes, we will get the combined national anthem from both the South and PHS marching bands. Brian Guthrie and Joe Oliverio here at Erickson All Sports Facility getting ready for the Crosstown Showdown, PHS and South. High school football this season on CAS 45 presented by One Community Federal Credit Union. We want to thank them for sponsoring us this year. Also, I got to throw a quick shout out to my man Eric Little from V96.9, the voice of the Parkersburg South Patriots on the radio. Set us up with all kinds of information and stats and whatnot. So a big shout out to him. He's one of the best in the business on the radio side. That is for sure. So the ROTC for Parkersburg South will present the colors.
Not only are the student athletes, student musicians, and everything working together, but the press corps and the press box working together.
Yeah, our good friends from WTAP are here.
At the other end, last week, Carl Jett giving us some stats at halftime. I'm sure somebody will help us tonight with that. So.
And just as a former band kid, I feel like I have to point out that there's a disparity in the sizes of these two bands that 20 years ago, 30 years ago, you'd have called me a liar.
Well,
but here we go with a combined national anthem.
Parkersburg South Band under the direction of Mr. Greg Myers, PHS Big Red Band under the direction of Mr. Dan White.
Now they will do the alma maters facing whichever side they belong to. PHS alma mater, and now the Parkersburg South alma mater.
Parkersburg South High School, alma mater.
All right, we got alma maters out of the way. We got national anthems out of the way.
Got Home Among the Hills out of the way.
We got teams chomping at the bit, ready to come out. Coin toss is coming up.
Yeah, you're talking about the interesting
Guys at the South Helm have been breathing this smoke here for about 10 minutes.
Yeah, I think Parkersburg South Band tomorrow has what, the Belleville Homecoming Parade this
Yeah,
weekend?
yeah.
And then Parkersburg High Band, they leave tomorrow morning early to go to Hurricane for a competition in the morning, and then Cabell Midland in the afternoon. So I guess
wow, that's a two
if
for
you're going
day,
to get
huh?
all the way out there to Huntington,
Might as well.
you might as well do two. So they're out here tonight supporting their schools, supporting their teams, and then they'll get on the bus and head. Go.
All right, the clock has expired. Have a musket firing at any time now.
Hopefully tomorrow at the WVU game, the musket
Oh,
will go
stop
off
it.
more times than it did in Pittsburgh last week.
My beloved Thundering Herd is probably going to get their clock cleaned by Ohio State tomorrow. Coach Huff, I think his NIL pitch of all you can eat
like
Tudor's
that.
biscuits isn't bad.
Oh, come on down.
I can wreck a Mickey or two. That's for sure. Yeah, but I think if you're gonna make an offer, that's the offer to make. But we get you all you can eat. So the captains are headed to midfield. And here come the Big Reds.
Captains for Parkersburg South. You got Eli Bartley, number 11, 63, Logan Middleton, 45. No, 45. 73, Tyson Wagner. 45, sorry, we'll figure out who you are here in a little bit.
Let's see. I don't have a 45 on that one either.
We'll try to look across the way.
I don't have a 45 on anything.
Yeah, number 1 for the Big Red, Zane Lewis. Number 3, Cooper Kincaid, their quarterback. And now you're testing my old eyes. Would that be a 58?
59 or 58 and 50?
Okay, they're going to walk toward us, so we're just going to let them get a little closer, and then we'll.
58 and 60.
58's Rudy Colombo, and 60, DJ Chambliss.
Patriots are getting antsy, stuffed in a helmet for the last 20 minutes.
We'll see if they can run a direct line to the 50-yard line their bench, or if that's going to end there. Couple referees on this game tonight getting ready to toss the coin. The white cap is
the legendary Rex Foster.
Rex Foster. See the back judge from my days working basketball with him, Chase Marshall. So, and I'm sure the rest of them will do a fine job as well.
Yeoman's work.
Yeoman's.
Good crowd here. Standing room only on the south side in the stands. PHS side, say about 80% full. A lot of folks still milling around at the concession stands and stuff.
They're in there talking to that older Guthrie, trying to get some food.
So the captains will head back to the big inflatable helmet. Get ready. Big Reds
Met with a thunderous ovation.
And here come the Patriots. Parkersburg South again 2-1, winning their last 2 games. Last week at Woodrow Wilson, 35-19. Then before the week before that, winning against University 49-20. They dropped their season opener 35-14 here to Wheeling Park. Parkersburg opened at home with a loss to Morgantown 24-13 in a game that they dominated time of possession and dominated total yards and still lost by 11. Then a shutout at South Charleston 37-0 for their first and only win thus far. Then back home last week against Hurricane 49-14. It was a 1-score game at the half. Hurricane pulled away. This is the first of 4 on the road for PHS. Capital, George Washington, Cabell Midland. The next 3 on the road for PHS. So a 2-2 record would do them wonders going in to the next stretch of games. PHS will be kicking off to get things underway here. Teed up is Quentin Wright, number 44. 2 men back to receive.
Eli Bartley, number 11, a senior. And looks like Devin Forsey, also a senior back there.
It is going to go to Bartley at the 10. Bartley trying to find his way up the middle, out to about the 30. So good starting position for Parkersburg South. And starting quarterback Colin Hayes. The junior took over the signal calling duties this season and has not done too bad with the football. You've got the stats over there. 13 of 18 for 204 yards and a score through the air. 12 carries, 101 yards and a score on the ground for Hayes. He'll line up with Bartley alongside. And we're underway. And Eli Bartley will get the first handoff of the game right up the middle. And good for about 7. 2nd and 3 for South. So now the officials are stopping things here for a second. Somebody's got a helmet issue, it looks like. One of the PHS players coming off the field for a second here.
Zane Lewis, linebacker for the Big Reds, so he's go get that fixed.
2nd and 3 for Parkersburg South. Same formation, and this time Hayes will run it himself. He's out across the 40 and will have the first down of this ball game. Move the chains for Parkersburg South here on the opening possession. South doesn't run quite the tempo Hurricane did last week that PHS saw, but they don't really huddle up. And in practices this week, I saw PHS was trying to get used to their defense having to run a play and then recover and get back. As Forsey makes the catch, crosses midfield, and will have a first down along the near sideline. Move the chains for the Patriots. Forsey's first catch of the game. First completed pass. First pass. And South right back on the ball. Hayes to throw. No pressure. Heaves it far sideline. Into double coverage and knocked away at the last second. No flags. Ball was intended for, I believe that's Taj Joyce out there. We saw Taj make some really impressive catches against Wheeling Park in the opening game of the season.
Game of the season. Lightning Bowl.
He's a big target out there at 6'4", 175. So you got a 1st and 10 in the opponent's territory. You might as well take a shot. So 2nd and 10. 3 receivers to the top for Hayes. A look to the sideline. Check the play.
Check the play off.
Bartley in the backfield. It'll go to Eli. And he will cross the 40, breaking tackles. They're 35, near sideline. And Bartley will be gone. Touchdown, Parkersburg South. Just like that, the Patriots on the board. 10:35 of the first quarter. Eli Bartley from 41 yards out. Joe, what did you see there? He got a couple good blocks.
They thought they had him contained at the line, and then all of a sudden he just squeaks right through there, hits the sideline, off he went. Play before that almost did that with, and the kick is up and hits the upright, no good. Wyatt Bartley, a freshman, had a good height on it, just hit that right goal post and bounced it back. So South Patriots very quick, under 4 minutes.
10:35 first quarter, Parkersburg South 6, Parkersburg nothing. We'll just keep it right here for the minute because I lost track of what I was doing. Again, a big shout out to WVU Medicine Camden Clark for providing tonight's certified athletic trainers who are on the sidelines at every home and away game as well as on the practice fields for all high school sports. Thank you, WVU Medicine Camden Clark, for caring for our community and providing this service. Brian Guthrie, Joe Oliverio here at Erickson All Sports Facility. 6-0, Parkersburg South the leader. High school football here on CAS 45, presented by One Community Federal Credit Union. So a quick opening drive of the game gets 6 points for Parkersburg South. Now Alex Hanna, number 16, will have it teed up to kick it away, and we'll see the PHS offense for the first time tonight. Hanna is going to squib kick it up the middle.
Oh.
Skips through one of the up men, taken at the 30. 35, 37-yard line is where they will finally be brought down. Out to the 39, maybe, wherever they decide forward progress ends. And that's where we will see Parkersburg High School.
Cooper Kincaid be behind center on that.
And what did you see last week with him that you liked?
Command in the pocket. Loved to hand the ball off to Jaquel Shelton and just take off. Now, Brody Thorne, freshman, picked up a lot of yardage too, so we'll see what his use is in the back for. PHS last week had a lot of players on both sides of the ball out injured, so gave an opportunity for a lot. There goes Shelton.
Shelton, he'll get the first handoff. Got the first man to miss, but is wrapped up by the second wave of South tacklers. And he will be brought down for a short loss. 2nd and 11 for the Big Reds. The Big Reds work a much more methodical pace than South does.
Jaquel carried the ball 24 times last week. That's,
So they give him a break between plays.
Everyone else that was running was 9 total. So he was the rushing back.
3 receivers to the bottom, 1 to the top. Kincaid with Shelton in the backfield, and Shelton will take it. This time he's got a lane to run through, and he will make it out to the sticks for a PHS first down. Nice blocking lanes busted open there by the Big Red front line. And an easy first down run for Shelton. Joe, a lot of the offensive success for PHS is going to come from the aggressiveness of the PHS defense. Is if they can get them to overcommit one way or the other.
Okay.
Two backs this time for Kincaid, and one will come out in motion.
Shelton in motion.
Open receiver, and caught by number
Tyler
15.
Cameron.
No, 15. Brian Gregory.
Brian Gregory.
So Gregory makes a catch, and another first down for PHS. And the Big Reds are marching down the field. Again, the only patch of green grass
in Wood County. The guy that cuts my grass came and cut it the other day. It's like, dude, it's just dirt. I know you're getting married, but why are you cutting grass?
There's no grass. You could do it with a pair of scissors. 1st and 10 Big Reds. Kincaid to throw again. This one complete. Caught a couple yards and a shot taken, loose ball. South football. South. Receiver took a shot after he made the catch and coughed it up. I didn't see who made the catch.
I think that was number 10, Hunter Levitt, but I don't want to accuse him. I think he came out of the backfield to get that.
So 1st and 10 for Parkersburg South, 8:36 mark here of the first quarter, 6-0 Patriots lead, and a big turnover. It's going to give the Patriots the ball here. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line, 3 receivers to the bottom for Colin Hayes. Handoff goes to Eli Bartley, and Bartley is going to get the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Give him about a yard, 2nd and 1.
Quite possible, as close as this game may be, it may come down to turnovers and what's going on.
Hayes is going to try and run it himself. Ends up caught in the backfield and is going to get slammed down to the turf hard. South wanted a penalty for piling on. They're not going to get it. Hayes is going to lose 2 or 3 yards, and it'll bring up 3rd and 11, the first 3rd and long South has seen this evening.
You know, we noticed that on the play last series over there. You know, the running backs tied up, and they're just letting it continue, and that's when a lot of extracurricular stuff tends to happen. So
in a game like this, that's not a good thing.
You need to get it stopped initially.
Bartley will come in motion and give Hayes an empty set. He'll roll near side, looking to throw. Fires across the middle, caught by Forshee, and Forshee is going to be across the 45 and have the first down. So they convert a 3rd and 11 with a 12-yard pickup. And the Patriots get a fresh set of downs.
Hayes is 2 for 3 right now, completions.
Hayes to throw, under pressure, now has to step up and is going to take off with it. I think he was well across the line of scrimmage when he threw that. Forshee makes the catch, but Hayes got plowed. He was across the line of scrimmage when he threw it anyway. So there's a host of things that could be wrong with this one, as I believe there are flags down.
He really had an opportunity to stretch that out, probably another 5 to 6 yards and pick up the first down on his own.
So regardless of whether the catch was made, he was well across the line of scrimmage when he threw it. He was up around midfield when he threw it. The line of scrimmage was the 46. Is it an illegal forward pass, loss of a down?
I believe so.
Rex Foster with the call. We're the official whisperers. Actually, you were an official, so we're kind of cheating.
5 yards from the spot of the foul. So basically, he picked up the 4 or 5 yards past the line of scrimmage. So really,
it's a 2-yard penalty.
Yeah.
But they lost.
So I guess if you're going to throw it,
make sure you're
run
well
up there.
past, yeah. So 2nd and 11 after the penalty. Little trickeration, and they'll hand it off on an end around to Kelly. Oh! Near sideline. Somebody got blown up, and flags are down. It's going to be an illegal block, I believe, on South. Out in the middle of everything. Now the officials are trying to keep some players separated as there's some jawing going on. And Rex Foster with the call on another play.
I'd like to see that one again.
Personal foul block. So there's your 15 yards. Our first personal foul of the game.
I tell you what, if you've got to block somebody, he blocked and took out 3 Big Reds.
Yeah, I didn't see who it was, but I saw feet go flying and just somebody got blown up. After the penalty, 2nd and 24. And Hayes to throw. Middle screen to Bartley. Bartley will get out to about the 38-yard line. So a decent pickup. You're not going to get it all at once. So now 3rd and 10, 15, 18. Yeah.
always like watching assistant coaches on the sideline putting in plays.
3rd and long for South. Hayes to throw, loads it up, fires down the far side, knocked away. A couple of Patriots were in there, but knocked away a good defensive play for PHS, and we'll see our first punt of the game. Nice defensive play by the PHS secondary. Two South
receivers and 2 defenders.
Yeah,
so
and they just kind of all came to everybody ran to the same spot.
It's like, okay, are you throwing into double coverage or did the coverage make it double coverage?
Yeah. I'm throwing into 2 single coverages.
As we saw with Hayes.
High snap.
Oh, high snap.
And I believe that's Forsey and got off a Butte. Takes a big kick and will be down at about the 29-yard line, and that's where PHS will get it back.
I thought for a second, even with that high snap, it's like, is he going to try to run this ball?
That was almost a mess. They saved that one pretty well. So we'll see Cooper Kincaid and PHS offense. They moved very well down the field until the fumble.
Kincaid was 2 for 2. Shaquille Shelton, 2 carries, so probably anticipate a lot of that tonight coming from Big Reds and Coach Combs. Methodical work down the field. Four-man front for South Russian.
Going to be
Shelton.
Shelton again. Here's the 30 out to about the 32. A good pickup of about 3 yards. Are you keeping stats over there?
Hey, I'm trying, man.
Man, hats off to you. I used to be able to do that. I can't.
Don't mention our boss on a shout-out the last game. You want to do everything possible to keep in her good graces.
Nice. Going to give him 3 on the carry, 2nd and 7. Shelton the setback. 3 receivers to the short side of the field. That's the bottom. They're all packed in there. And Kincaid to throw it. He'll go the other way and short arms it. A ball intended for Isaac Daly.
His first incomplete.
And now it'll be 3rd and 7 for the Patriots. And we've got a Big Red player on the field. And he is in some pain. It looks like 58, Rudy Colombo, I think.
One of our captains, I believe, coming across.
So with the player down, we'll take a step aside for the injury timeout. 5:22 left here in the first. Parkersburg South 6, Parkersburg nothing. You're watching high school football presented by One Community Federal Credit Union on CAS 45.
It's game time, and One Community Federal Credit Union is here to help you tackle your financial goals. With our convenient and secure electronic banking and mobile services, we're taking our customer service experience to the next level. Plus, our CD rates are some of the best around, so you get more bang for your buck. When you need a loan, One Community can get you a great rate and a fast decision made locally. It all adds up to us being the Mid-Ohio Valley's winning team. One Community Federal Credit Union. Online at onecommunityfcu.org. It's game time, and One Community Federal Credit Union.
For nearly 50 years, CAS Cable has been proudly serving the Mid-Ohio Valley with cable TV, internet, and home phone. Our commitment has always been to provide the best possible experience and service for our customers. With CAS, you get straightforward pricing that's easy to understand. And when you call, you'll talk to a local team member. Call us today or visit us online and see what we can do for you. CAS Cable, proud to be part of our community.
Rudy Colombo, the injured Big Red, walks off the field under his own power. Looked like he was in a lot of pain. We were worried that they were looking at likely a lower leg, but he got up and walked off. So
a lot of support out there to take a look at that.
So 3rd and 7 here for the Big Reds in their own end, trying to get something going here, trailing 6-0. Kincaid with 2 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. Shelton is the running back. He'll put Shelton in motion. And he's going to take off running with a big lane across the 40, 45, midfield. Going to be finally tracked down in Patriot territory. A huge run for Cooper Kincaid. Move the chains for the Big Reds.
It's his first rush of the night. Must have seen something in that, the ability to open that up on the right side. Plus, as much as Shelton gets the ball, anytime he's in motion, you almost have to assume they're going to get it to him. So coverage went left. Kincaid goes right.
So that's a big first down. Move the chains for PHS. Two receivers to the left, one to the right. Shelton is the back. Play action, Kincaid to throw. He'll load it up and wings it down the middle of the field. Missed everybody by about 5 yards.
I'm surprised the back judge didn't try to catch that.
Yeah, Jackson.
He was.
Jackson Lord was the defender out there, and I think it was intended
for Chase Marshall, the referee.
Is that
number 10? Yeah.
Hunter
Levitt.
Levitt.
Plus, I think Kincaid got that off a little sooner than he wanted to because you had a lot of pressure coming up the middle.
That is a nice ball. Looked good. No one was near it. 2nd and 10 after they take the shot down the field. And Shelton back on the ground, spinning and trying to move the pile. He's going to get out to about down to about the 40. So about 4 yards on that one. Bring up 3rd and 6. And Matt Kimes, when you guys talked to him last week and again tonight, there's a lot of different guys that he can get the ball to. There's a lot of different skill guys. We haven't seen all of them really incorporated in yet tonight.
He likes Shelton, and for a 5'8", 190-pounder to carry the workhorse of the load of that offense is interesting.
It'll go to Shelton. He'll try the left side. Nothing doing right there. In there to fill the hold, Brody Nesselrote. 64 in there for South to make the tackle. And that'll bring up 4th down and about 5. You're kind of in no man's land here. 3.5 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Parkersburg South, the only points on the opening drive of the game. You're too close to punt. You're too far for a field goal. So here's a 4th and 5 for PHS.
Trips to the left.
Pressure comes from the Patriots. Screen pass to Shelton. Has the pass, makes the man miss, and is down to the 30. First down, Big Reds. What a sidestep from Jaquel Shelton. Put his foot in the ground and changed directions laterally. If I did that, I would be out of commission for at least 3 weeks.
Well, we have 2 ambulances here covering. We've got them covering the trainers.
I don't have the ACLs for that. Big first down for PHS as they get a fresh set of downs at the South 31-yard line here. As we're inside 2:40 in the opening quarter.
They worked that well because they had to take Taj Joyce out here, the South defender. Had to take him out with the receiver, and that opened up Shelton underneath. Oh,
and
some
it's going to
trickery.
be a reverse. And down to about the 19-yard line is Levitt, Hunter Levitt on the reverse. And a lot of people will call it a reverse or a double reverse. That one actually was a reverse because it started one way and came back the other way. Otherwise, it's just an end around.
And then
So just fun fact, that was a reverse right there because it changed directions. So Hunter Levitt picks up about 8, 2nd down and 2.
The fact that they handed it behind is a running play, and in the front would have been a passing play.
Those are notoriously messy when you've got guys behind you like that trying to hand off.
And it requires the quarterback to become a blocker, and that's sometimes not what you want to do with your quarterback.
That is sometimes scary. As the officials will stop the clock for a shoe that's untied.
Taj Joyce.
Taj Joyce. Yeah. Taj Joyce had to tie his shoe.
That move that Shelton put on him 2 plays ago
that might have untied his shoes.
Untied that shoe.
Kincaid with Shelton and Jones in the backfield. It'll be Shelton, and he fires his way down inside the 5-yard line. First and goal, PHS. Big run from Jaquel Shelton. And he's got a lot of initial burst, as it were. If there is a running lane, he can get through the hole quickly, and then all of a sudden the second level has to somehow get the right angle on him. Yeah, get the right angle on him.
Because the Patriot has a pretty big front on defense that's coming through. Big Reds, pretty good size on an offensive line. And Shelton's just in there maneuvering around, off he goes.
First and goal, Big Reds, and now timeout Parkersburg. Matt Kimes doesn't like something that he saw, so he is going to burn his first timeout of the game. Again, PHS leads this all-time series 39-7 because they started 20-3. When you get a 20-3 head start, that's pretty good. The last 19 games is actually 10-9. It's been 50-50. They've been alternating wins and losses here 2 years ago. South won this game going away. Last year it was a 5-hour shootout at Stadium Field that PHS ended up coming up with the win. So it's just one of those games where you truly can go throw the records out because you're going to get the best shot that you've got from either one of these teams. And we've seen that all week. The 2 soccer games we saw on Tuesday and Thursday,
ties, right?
Ties and vicious. There was some ruthless aggression going out there on the field, on the pitch, as it were. And
I think Coach Tanner and Coach Kimes might have been out there looking for somebody that looking for talent. Mix it up in there for you.
So out of the Big Red timeout, first and goal. 2 backs for Kincaid. Going to go to Shelton, and they ate that one up. He'll be brought down back at the 11-yard line. Is that 73, Tyson Wagner, senior defensive lineman?
Ethan Jones.
Ethan Jones. I said Tyson Wagner.
For the tackle, Ethan Jones is the one that got the ball.
Oh, got the ball.
Everyone
okay.
bid on Shelton.
So did I. All
except that one linebacker that took him down. The reason we've got to mention that is Shelton gets a lot of airtime due to the number of plays that he gets.
Yeah.
So
now it's twin receivers each way, so 4 wide for Kincaid. Now he's going to put a man 3 to the top. That's where he's going to look. Drops way back, trying to set up the middle screen to Shelton, and that one is eaten up for another loss. I think Colin Hayes was the first man in there for Parkersburg South, number 9. And that's going to bring up 3rd and goal from the 13.
And that's going to end our quarter.
That will be the end of the first quarter. After 12 minutes of play, it is Parkersburg South 6, Parkersburg nothing, but the Big Reds are driving. You're watching high school football presented by One Community Federal Credit Union on CAS 45.
For nearly 50 years, CAS Cable has been proudly serving the Mid-Ohio Valley with cable TV, internet, and home phone. Our commitment has always been to provide the best possible experience and service for our customers. With CAS, you get straightforward pricing that's easy to understand. And when you call, you'll talk to a local team member. Call us today or visit us online and see what we can do for you. CAS Cable, proud to be part of our community.
So here between the quarters, an honor for Mad Max, longtime Patriot educator and cheerleader, and had a scholarship set up in his name, Parkersburg Area Community
Foundation set that up for him. He's out there with Matt Jones, Chris Davis, Principal Francisco.
But a neat honor for Mad Max. He's usually got a helmet with horns on. And screaming at you. There he is.
We're hearing that is a fund set up, a spirit fund that will go to support student athletes, students at Parkersburg South.
Regardless, Mad Max
truly has a love for all people.
Yeah, he's a really good dude. He comes
There he
across
goes.
as
There
super
we
crazy.
go.
Yeah. Now he's leading the South chant. So here's 3rd and goal for Parkersburg, back at the 13-yard line. Kincaid is going to run it himself. Quarterback draw up the middle, gets inside the 10 and takes a shot. So 4th down and goal, and it looks like we're going to see the field goal unit for the Big Reds.
Cooper Kincaid's your holder, so you need to be careful. Anything with that could come out of it.
25-yard attempt for the Big Reds. Up and good. So 11-14 left here in the second quarter, and the Big Reds are finally on the board, and it's 6-3.
Quentin Wright with the field goal.
I couldn't see his number. 25-yard field goal. 6-3. Brian Guthrie and Joe Oliverio here at Erickson All Sports Facility. Happy to have you tuned in here. We are back in a gym, back at the ROAC on Tuesday night, as we have Parkersburg South Volleyball as they host the Belper Golden Eagles. And then next Friday, we will be in Williamstown, homecoming for the Yellow Jackets as they welcome the Polka Dots. Williamstown playing in AA this year and getting a AA. They have become a AA powerhouse, and they're going to host one next week in the Polka Dots, a traditional, very good team for their homecoming game next week. And then next Saturday, not tomorrow, a week from Saturday, college football, as we are at Don Drum Stadium for Marietta College as they host Capital University. We've got all kinds of local sports for you right here on CAS 45. Quentin Wright tees it up and kicks it deep for the Big Reds. And it's Bartley on the return for the Patriots, and he's breaking tackles and breaking ankles. And Eli Bartley is out near midfield. Tremendous return. And a flag down behind the play.
20, 30, 35-yard return.
And it may not count. So South gets the football, not great field position, 10 yards from the spot of the foul, so that's going to put it back inside the 25-yard line.
See, that's what I hate on when you look at statistics. That's a 10-yard penalty, but really it's about a 35-yard penalty.
Yeah, because he would have been out around the 50, yeah.
So you negate the run back, a great run back. And all of a sudden, South is starting on the 24.
6-3 Patriots lead the Big Reds here in the Crosstown Showdown. Hayes will put a man in motion and will hand it off to Bartley. And Bartley will get a lot of that yardage back as he plows his way out to about the 33, 9 yards, 2nd and 1.
Bartley had that TD in the first quarter. I bet he'd like to get one in the second.
Yeah, a big 40-yard run for a touchdown in the first quarter. I want to say against Wheeling Park, he had those bright yellow shoes, and now he's got these bright green gloves on, so he's easy to find.
Styling.
2nd and 1, and it'll be Bartley again trying to pick his way through, find a seam, and he will get the yard that he needs out to the 35, first down, Patriots. Let me take a second and thank the athletic directors for both of these schools, Parkersburg South, Jennifer Knoll, and Parkersburg High School, Chris Way, for being very accommodating to us during this rivalry week as we've been bouncing back and forth through all their facilities. And they're very hospitable. Hayes loads it up on first down, heaves it down the near sideline, overthrown and picked off. Intercepted down there by, is that 3? No, that's 7. Cyrus Backus. Backus with a huge pick gets laid out on the celebration. But Hayes overthrew it, and Backus just goes right underneath of it and collects it. The first turnover for PHS.
Backus actually caught that over his shoulder like he was the receiver, not the defender turned around.
Hey, Willie Mays brought that one in. Little basket catch.
Hate to see South give up the ball, but it's better than a punt because nobody's punting before.
So Kincaid on first down will hand it off to Shelton, and he is going to fight his way out across the 25. About 7, 2nd and 3. Twin receivers each way here on 2nd and short. Lewis in motion. Kincaid pulls it down, completes the pass across the middle, and loose. Headed for the end zone. Touchdown, Parkersburg High School, and Hunter Levitt. Hunter Levitt hauls it in and goes 75 yards for the Big Red touchdown. Fantastic catch and run. Kincaid sold the fake big time. Had me. And then just a quick slant across the middle, and Levitt was gone.
Off and running. Right with the kick.
Up and through. 9:16 left in the opening half, and PHS puts 7 on the board. It is the Big Reds 10. The Patriots 6. You're watching high school football presented by One Community Federal Credit Union on CAS 45.
Why choose One Community Federal Credit Union as your financial partner? We reward you. Earn high interest on savings and CDs. Get rewards with your debit card. Enjoy lower interest on loans and pay low or no service fees. We're accessible. Manage your money from anywhere with our convenient, secure mobile app and online banking. And we're trustworthy. As one of the first credit unions in our area, we've been serving the Mid-Ohio Valley for over 65 years. Get more in 24. Become a member today. One Community Federal Credit Union. Online at onecommunityfcu.org.
Brian Guthrie and Joe Oliverio here at Erickson All Sports Facility. Couple of big plays. One from the Patriots in the first quarter, now one from the Big Reds in the second quarter, and PHS, it's their first lead of the game, 10-6, Joe.
Tough thing there was last week Woodrow Wilson had 3 turnovers. South didn't have any. And then you get this
and this one comes off a South interception.
Yeah.
So
back, yeah.
Bartley is going to take it at the 10. Swings around the 20, making guys miss. 20 and dropped at the 23-yard line, and the Patriots will take over again. Big Reds making pay for the interception. and have their first lead of the game.
9:08 here in the second period.
Hayes alongside Bartley in the backfield. He's going to run it himself. Little draw up the middle. Has the 35-yard line. Pickup of about 8 for Hayes.
It's his third carry.
Quick first down run. 2nd and 2. We've only seen Taj Joyce targeted once tonight, I believe. The big receiver for South. Handoff is going to go to Bartley. And Bartley will have the first down out near the 40.
I think the tough thing about Taj Joyce is he's a receiver, but he's also playing a corner on defense. So he's got to run back to cover the Big Red's receivers as well as then come on his side of the ball and do the long runs as well.
And Bartley slow to get up and will hobble to the south sideline. Coach Larry Thompson meets up with him, and that is not what you want to see from your workhorse back, is him hobbling off the field.
Not putting much weight on that left ankle.
1st and 10 for Parkersburg South, just inside their own 40-yard line.
Talking about a Cracker Jack training crew that's here tonight.
From WV Medicine, Camden Clark. So a fresh running back in there for Parkersburg South on 1st and 10. I can't see the number.
Big Red show and blitz.
Big Red's going to show a little bit of pressure here. And they didn't know what the play was. Yeah, the
new running back is Dedrick Riggs.
Yep. And the South offense was a little bit lost out there. One of the wings was like, this
Where do I go? This, yeah.
Did you say this side?
Is it right as I'm looking at the field, or is the field's looking at me?
My right or your right? Or stage right, I guess. I don't know.
He probably looked over and saw 3 assistant coaches making all kinds of hand gestures. It's like, which one do I look at?
I like the big signs that just have nonsense all over.
Nonsense.
Yeah. So this is the final matchup of Rival Week. PHS gets the volleyball win. Boys and girls soccer games both tied. PHS wins golf. PHS won both girls and boys cross country. And this the final matchup for these two schools during this rivalry week, which has been just a load of fun. It's great watching.
And as we said at the opening of our broadcast, it's been great weather all week. It's an ideal time with school starting. You know, we're not doing this second week in November.
We're not dealing with homecoming stuff just yet. Yeah, just Hayes completes it out to Kelly, Brendan Kelly. He makes
Senior
the
wide
catch
receiver.
And gets a good chunk of yardage, and will have the first down at the PHS 45.
Kincaid, 6 of 8 on the night with 1 touchdown. Oh, put that on the wrong side.
Quick handoff will go to Riggs, and he'll be drugged down at the 40. Two receivers to the top, one to the bottom. Hayes is going to keep it himself. Another draw and another good chunky yard. Bring up about 3rd and 2-ish. Now it's going to be longer than 3rd and 2. 3rd and 3.
Eli Bartley returns to the game. Looks like he's got that left ankle wrapped up and taped up pretty well.
Bartley back into the game. Handoff goes to Bartley, and he will plow up the middle, back in the game, and picks up a first down for Parkersburg South. One receiver to the top, to the bottom. Bartley stays in. Hayes calls for the ball. Get a little bobble on the handoff to Bartley, and that kind of throws the timing off. He's still going to get about a yard out of it. Coming up at the half, we'll try to get both of the halftime shows from these
I think
marching bands.
Our camera's showing Parkersburg South.
Flag corps over there
warming up.
2nd and 9 for the Patriots. Bartley in motion. Hayes going to fake it to him. Going to run out to the to the PHS sideline. Going to be brought down from behind. Nice tackle from behind by Ethan Jones. And it's going to be 3rd and long for the Patriots.
Ethan didn't bite on that fake with that man in motion to the right.
No, Bartley did everything but quack like a duck to try to get everybody to look at him. Play is signaled in. 3rd and long for the Patriots. And it'll be a handoff to Bartley. He goes end over end inside the 25, and it is going to be 4th and about 2 for Parkersburg South. And again, you're in no man's land here. So they're going to try and get on the ball quickly before PHS can get lined up. And PHS may have had too many men on the field or had to burn a timeout. I can't imagine South burned a timeout.
No. Coach Kimes was not happy with that.
What happened? It's going to be a PHS timeout. Yeah, South ran up on the ball quickly, and I don't think one of the PHS defenders was going to be off the field, so it was going to be a penalty that would give them 1st down anyway. So Coach Kimes, heads up move, burning that timeout there. On 4th down, the scoreboard says 3. Is that 3? Is that a long 2? We'll call it 3. A short 3. A very short 4.
You know, we were talking about those assistant coaches and the signals they bring in. On Netflix has a neat movie, The Untold Sign Stealer. And it talks about how, that University of Michigan's scenario that took place up there, just the mental element to stealing signs and how he did, which was...
I can't imagine trying to make any
sense out of nonsense.
Yeah. I mean, you got to be big on patterns. That's a Rain Man maneuver right there. 4th down or 3. And now resets the shot clock. Play clock. I wish shot clock. God.
Soon.
For
another couple months.
Yeah. Did reset it.
They did, and then it's back to 25. There we go.
There we go. All right, 4th down for Parkersburg South. And in motion for Hayes. Lets him settle. Hands off to Bartley. Bartley, right side. 1st down, Parkersburg South. Down to about the 18. And a fresh set of downs for the Patriots. Trailing by 4 here with 5 minutes to go in the 2nd quarter. Both teams scoring on big plays in the 1st half. South trying to answer back the PHS score. And here's Hayes on the keeper. Touchdown, Parkersburg South. Colin Hayes for 17 yards out. Here's a replay of that, and you can just see Hayes. Once he gets to that corner, there's nobody with a white shirt out there.
Yeah, kind of jumbled up in the middle. He put it outside to the left, smooth sailing into the end zone.
That'll put the Big Reds, put the Patriots back on top here with the extra point attempt looming.
Wyatt Bartley in to kick the extra point.
Missed the first one. And now whistles. Not real sure what the officials are.
I want pepperoni on mine at halftime. No. Said they would put anchovies on the pizza. We don't like anchovies. Tell them, radio up there.
They've got the wrong tee.
Alex Hanna, senior, in the kick.
Hanna was the does the kick off. Now he's going to try the extra point right footer. First one didn't go through. This one is up, and it is good. 4:43 remain in the first half, and South retakes the lead, 13-10. You're watching high school football presented by One Community Federal Credit Union on CAS 45.
It's game time, and One Community Federal Credit Union is here to help you tackle your financial goals. With our convenient and secure electronic banking and mobile services, we're taking our customer service experience to the next level. Plus, our CD rates are some of the best around, so you get more bang for your buck. When you need a loan, One Community can get you a great rate and a fast decision made locally. It all adds up to us being the Mid-Ohio Valley's winning team. One Community Federal Credit Union. Online at onecommunityfcu.org.
Oliverio, 13-10 in a back-and-forth game here in the Crosstown Showdown, PHS and South.
Primarily a rushing attack for both sides. Just running down the field, down the field.
The big touchdown for PHS came on a crossing route, but other than that, it has been ground and pound, basically for both teams. And with as dry as it's been, it gives a new meeting with 3 yards and a cloud of dust. I saw a highlight for a game in Braxton County, and where the kids were running, there was actual little dust clouds coming up when their feet hit the ground. Hanna will chunk this one short and taken by an up man at the 28-yard line. Ethan Jones, and he will be brought down
hard at the 29.
Hard. Jones having a conversation with the officials, saying he may have had a hand up in his face mask. It has been,
he ran 40 yards to get one.
Yeah. Relatively penalty-free this evening. One personal foul thus far.
Yeah, the Patriots were hit for a 15-yard personal foul and 1 yard, one for 5. And Big Reds have only been hit for 1 for 10 yards.
Trips to the bottom. St. Louis with the catch. Lewis still on his feet out across the 40-yard line. And a Big Red first down, and flags coming in from all over the place. Hats off to the back judge who sailed that sucker a good 20 yards. Got some good air on it. Got a nice arc. So now Rex Foster will tell us. This is, I would bet personal foul. So personal foul on number 50, Adam Elder.
Big Reds have been assessed 25 yards in penalties on 2.
So they do get a first down, and then 15 yards from the end of the play. So that's going to move it back to about the 26-yard line. So the Big Reds will start over there. Cooper Kincaid with Shelton alongside, puts a man in motion. Now to throw. Down the field to Levitt. Levitt with the catch. Levitt will go out of bounds on the far sideline and collect a first down for PHS. Hunter Levitt has been a favorite target this evening. He's the one that has the 75-yard touchdown, but has found some space in this Patriot zone.
I liked how Kincaid was looking at the running back going, and he kind of just drew
way,
everybody in there and then dumped it off for that 10-yard gain.
Savvy. First and 10 at the 40. Man in motion, hands off to Shelton, flag down at the line of scrimmage. That one's going nowhere, but I don't think any of it's going to count anyway. And the initial call is a false start on the offense. I think they're asking Coach Tanner if he wants to take the
result of the play or the penalty.
Yeah, so either 2nd and 11 or 1st and 15, whichever you'd like. Looks like he's going to decline the penalty. Yep.
3:57 on the clock. Good choice.
2 timeouts left for the Patriots, 1 timeout left for PHS. And 2nd down and a little over 10 for the Big Reds. Kincaid to throw, pumps once, didn't like what he saw. Now he's going to take off up the far sideline, and he'll dive ahead for about 3 or 4. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line. Did he stay in bounds?
I think he did, which is interesting.
Stop the clock at 3:30. So he must have gone out. So 3rd down and 5.
Two of those penalties, sometimes when you're on offense, you're looking at that clock winding down to end the half. You're trying to just do a little too much because you know you've got 60 yards to go to get your score.
Here's Shelton. He'll try the right side, runs through one man, and he will go down at midfield. 1st down, Parkersburg. And for a little guy, he's tough to bring down. What'd you say he goes at? Yes.
5'8", 190.
I got shoes
so
that
means
are
he's
190 pounds.
Closer to 5'6", 180.
Yeah, you got to
everything's
take the,
exaggerated on
the press guide bias out.
Yeah.
Clock inside, 3 minutes to go after the Big Red 1st down at midfield. Kincaid to throw, flushed out of the pocket, and he will skip it down, incomplete. Just had to get rid of that one.
Right.
Live to fight another day rather than throw it an ill-advised pass, as the Patriots are dropping 2, 4, 6 guys into coverage. They're playing the odds with PHS only having 1 timeout left.
Unofficially, I've got Kincaid 7 of 10 with 1 TD, so not a bad first half.
No. Here's Shelton again. Picks his way ahead for a couple of yards, and the clock will continue to run.
Do you remember who got the ball to start the game?
South
get
did.
it?
Yeah, South got it first because they drove down and scored. So yeah, PHS will get it to start the 2nd half. Big 3rd down for PHS here as we close in on 2 minutes to go in the half. Kincaid to throw. Got the protection, trying to set up. Now he'll dump it off short.
That's going to, ooh, yeah.
Caught by Isaac Daly, and he is going to go out of bounds and take a shot out of bounds, and there's the flag that comes in. We can feel the coaches stomping upstairs.
Not necessary.
Yeah, Daly was headed out of bounds. Had the 1st down, out of bounds, stopping the clock.
Got to know where you are there.
Yeah.
Unless he's looking at the line that's marking where the players can stand instead of the sideline.
Kenzen Luchman Singh is going to get nailed for a 15-yarder, and that is going to put the Big Reds in serious business here with 1:52 left here in the 1st half.
Patriots been hit with 3 penalties for 35 yards.
Yeah, 2 of those are personal
and
fouls.
2 of them are, two of them were the big one.
Yeah. Big Reds will put 3 receivers to the top side. Shelton, the running back, alongside Cooper Kincaid. Pumps once, wants to throw to the end zone, wings it across the middle.
We got
incomplete. Tried to hit a diving man there. Didn't catch who it was intended for. 40. And there isn't one.
That's it. Oh, for the Big Reds?
Yeah.
That's Brody Thorne. He's a freshman.
Thorne, okay. So 2nd and 10. They'll go again with the 3 receivers to the top. Keep it on the road, or excuse me, nice fake. Shelton will flip it out to Levitt.
Oh, we got a
Levitt
fumble.
puts it on the ground, and it's Patriot football. Levitt would have had about a 5-yard gain. Instead, he coughs it up, and it'll be Patriot football at their own 15-yard line with 96 seconds on the clock.
Levitt got hit hard and spun around, and that just popped that ball right out.
So the Patriots have 2 timeouts.
Tyson Wagner for the Patriots coming off limping a little bit there.
So let's see what Hayes can do.
With 1:36.
Couple of timeouts. On the ground to Eli Bartley. And they can hit a home run on the ground.
What's
a
that
helmet goes
going
flying.
all the way over there?
And Bartley's going to get 2 or 3 yards.
A helmet traveled 12 yards.
Back the other way. Number 80 lost his hat. I don't know if he had any assistance with that or not, but no flags. Clock will start again. Hayes with the snap, wants to throw. Near side, Taj Joyce hauls it in at the 28-yard line. First down, clock will stop while they move the chains at 1:17. Patriots back on the line. Again, 2 timeouts left for South. Leading by 3 here before the half. Hayes will roll the other way. Sets his feet, wings it down the field, overthrows everybody, intended for Forshee. And I believe Hayes took a shot after he got rid of it. But incomplete, 2nd and 10. .105 stop clock here, 2nd quarter, 13-10, Parkersburg South leading. Hayes will run it himself with a little bit of room. Out to about the 33-yard line, and a Patriot player has lost his hat. So he's going to have to come out.
That's got to drive a coach crazy. Because, you know, it's like, just snap that thing on. Everybody's been fitted for him for safety as well as
You have
fit.
literally been wearing that for 3 months.
Yeah. It's like those old school movies. Now you're going to carry your helmet to class on Monday.
Duct tape it to your head. 3rd down and 5 for Parkersburg South with the clock running at 45 seconds. Hayes to throw. He'll get drilled. Got it away. Forshee makes the catch at the 40-yard line. Here comes the replay of it. And watches Hayes just as he gets rid of it. Great catch by Forshee, but Hayes got lit up. But great catch on the other end by Forshee, tipping it to himself. Nice job by our camera folks catching that one. 1st down, Patriots. Clock starts again at 32 seconds, and now Coach Tanner is going to burn one of his 2 timeouts at 30 seconds left.
I think you said our camera people are from WVUP, their media department.
One of them is, yes.
Last week all 3 were.
Two were.
Two of three.
Two of three.
So we have one
Yes.
of three today?
Yes, we have upstairs, we have Ava, who is a Ohio University student. We have Denise, who is a WVUP student. And our man Jim is down here in the corner near the end zone.
Fantastic.
Our good friend Biscuit. Jim, the sales guy for CAS Cable.
We were talking Tudor biscuits or something.
No. South timeout, 30 seconds left in the half. One timeout left for South. One timeout left for PHS.
Well, Colin Hayes took a pretty good shot on that.
Yeah, I'd go say he might need a minute here to collect himself.
Can I just hand the ball off to Eli?
So at this point, I mean, do you keep it on the ground, and if you break one, you break one, or do you take a couple shots down the field to try and get in range of something, or
I like a run than a pass.
All right, that's fair. Out of the timeout, here's Hayes to throw, setting up the screen, picked off over the middle, and PHS is headed back the other way, and the Big Reds are going to be in business as Ethan Jones makes a big interception.
That's Hayes' second interception on the night. Come on. See, because if you do a run right there, you've got the timeout to stop. Okay, here's your replay.
And the
trying to
screen
draw
just never
everybody.
came together because not everybody bit on it. And Jones just does a nice job setting on that one. So now Matt Kimes has 21 seconds and a timeout to either even this game up or take the lead into the halftime. Both teams, couple of turnovers each here in this first half. Kincaid to throw, all kinds of time. Loads up, fires down the middle, knocked away at the goal line, incomplete. Jackson Lord in there on the coverage for South, intended for Brody. But Kincaid had all day. I can't believe he didn't take off to run with that.
Well, and he came close to throwing it beyond the line of scrimmage because he
Again.
was right there at that 35. Throwing back across his body if he'd just let his receiver a little bit more right to left.
But about an 8 or 9 second play there. 2nd and 10.
35-yard pass on a weird angle.
3 receivers to the top. And Kincaid to throw again.
Blitz.
Hit from behind. Still on his feet, but will be brought down and sacked at the 39-yard line. And PHS is going to burn a timeout with 3 seconds left. And maybe take one more shot at the end zone. But Patriots were coming on that one and got home in a hurry. So the 5-yard loss will make it 3rd and 15. That's kind of irrelevant here with 3 seconds left. Basically, it's how many go routes can you run? I'm just going to throw it to a spot. You guys get there. Coming up at the half, we'll take a short timeout and then come back and watch some marching bands here as both PHS and South are going to put on their competition shows here. As you mentioned, PHS headed south down to both Hurricane and Cabell Midland to perform tomorrow. The South marching band will be in the Belleville Homecoming Parade tomorrow morning. Did a fine job. I always think it's neat when they combine for the national anthem at the beginning of this game. They do that. Do they do that for the bands at the park thing? That's an Archbridge thing. You know that, right?
We have all the bands there, but they each perform
they each do their
individually
own
right
thing.
there. The battle of the bands, they call it, but it's all 4 local schools perform their music.
And now South is going to burn their last time out after PHS comes to the line. See what the Big Reds wanted to do.
In fact, they do that pretty nice, and it's one way or the other. PHS, I think, brings all the chairs for the 4 high schools to sit on. Parkersburg South brings all the stands for the players to do so. They're working with Artsbridge, which is a nonprofit that takes care of getting arts and education into the school systems in a 7-county geographical footprint. That's that summer music series at City Park, sponsored by a lot of people as well as the city of Parkersburg. But the cool part is in the wintertime, the winter music series is at Grand Central Mall, and that is the student musicians in the area of middle schools and high schools.
They like each get a Saturday or something like that.
Sunday afternoon,
it's neat.
2
That
o'clock
is really
is
cool.
2:30ish. Runs about 10 weeks.
If you'd like to know more about Artsbridge, ask
Artsbridge.
Joe. 3 seconds left here in the half. Both teams out of timeouts.
Trips to the right.
So Cooper Kincaid to throw under pressure, and he's not even going to get it off. He'll be sacked, and that is how the first half will end. The back-and-forth game will go to the half. Awful tight. Parkersburg South 13, Parkersburg 10. We'll take a timeout, come back, and watch some marching bands. This is high school football presented by One Community Federal Credit Union on CAS 45.
It's game time, and One Community Federal Credit Union is here to help you tackle your financial goals. With our convenient and secure electronic banking and mobile services, we're taking our customer service experience to the next level. Plus, our CD rates are some of the best around, so you get more bang for your buck. When you need a loan, One Community can get you a great rate and a fast decision made locally. It all adds up to us being the Mid-Ohio Valley's winning team. One Community Federal Credit Union. Online at onecommunityfcu.org.
High school football in the Mid-Ohio Valley is on CAS 45. Friday, September 20th at 7 o'clock, it's the Crosstown Showdown as PHS plays Parkersburg South. Game day is coming. Watch the game live on CAS 45, Facebook, or YouTube. Coverage is presented by One Community Federal Credit Union. Get ready for high school football September 20th at 7 on CAS 45.
When you call the Basement Doctor West Virginia, you know you've called the right place. We'll help you solve the worst problems in your basement or crawl space, from bowed walls, cracks to water, mold, and more.
Our experienced and well-trained crews will carry out the repairs, leaving you with a drier, cleaner, healthier, safer, and more energy-efficient home. Plus, you get a lifetime transportable warranty.
You can trust the Basement Doctor of West Virginia. Call now at 877-DRY-TIME or visit basementdoctorwv.com.
When was the last time you explored your island? Folks from all over the country come to visit every year. It's time for you to come back to Blennerhassett Island. Rent bikes with your family, have a picnic, explore the mansion, or just read a book in the Walnut Grove. It's your island. Come back this summer.
Bowling & Dunn Family Dentistry can't wait to see your smile. When you take care of your mouth, every expression is an expression of good health. A healthy smile is a powerful thing. That's why you should come visit us. Our relaxed atmosphere will make your visit stress-free. Young or old, the key to good health is right under your nose. Call today to schedule your appointment. Your smile is in good hands. Bowling & Dunn Family Dentistry. Get ready to change the way you feel about dentistry.
Chicago. Selections include Mickey Smile. Does anybody really know what kind it is? Are you saying I'm sorry? 26 or 25 or 64? Colors include Donovan McDonald, Valentine Ward, Paul Smith, Ryder Green, James Middleton, James Ross, Parker Lockhart, Dylan Evers, and Jeff Gray. Mickey Martinez received Grant February last week. Ladies and gentlemen, the Parkersburg South High School
You don't have to go back to the dealer or travel hours to get professional maintenance and repair for your foreign auto. Cornerstone Auto Service is fully equipped with dealer-level equipment and the expertise to provide you with the same quality repairs you receive from the dealer at a fraction of the cost. From expert diagnostics to routine maintenance, Cornerstone provides honest answers and quality service. Professional, reliable, affordable. That's the team at Cornerstone Auto Service, Camden Avenue, Parkersburg.
Cox Family Pharmacy is here to save you the stress of knowing what pills to take and when with our pill packing service. You have a pharmacy staff that knows you with the experience to make it easy. Let us help you with our weekly pill packs. Cox Family Pharmacy, we're trusted.
At Fasteners and Supply in Mineral Wells, carrying items that are made in the USA means a lot to us. For us, it means we're supporting businesses that employ American workers. For our customers, it means you're getting the best quality products that are tested and proven to be of the highest quality from companies like Norseman, Bullard Abrasives, Morse, and more. We're now the first and only dealer in West Virginia with Gearhead's new fifth wheel grease. Made in the USA. We stock it at Fasteners and Supply in Mineral Wells. Check us out on Facebook or stop by today.
At Cox Family Pharmacy, we're always looking for ways to serve our community, and we're happy to announce that we've opened our new location in Williamstown. Stop in and see the difference a locally owned pharmacy can make. We'll see you soon at Cox Family Pharmacy in Williamstown. We're trusted.
You know, since we're so iconic, I think it's right we should check out other iconic places in town.
Neato, what do you want to go see first?
How about we check out those cool murals on the flood wall?
And my icing is so artistic, we should go to the art center too.
Wow, I've never seen a tank that close up.
The new pool at Southwood looks cool, but we really shouldn't get wet.
How about me showing off my sweet sprinkles at the skate park? Man, this is a great town, and JR's Donut Castle makes it even better.
You're right. Also, how are we doing this? We don't have legs.
Why choose One Community Federal Credit Union as your financial partner? We reward you. Earn high interest on savings and CDs. Get rewards with your debit card. Enjoy lower interest on loans and pay low or no service fees. We're accessible. Manage your money from anywhere with our convenient, secure mobile app and online banking. And we're trustworthy. As one of the first credit unions in our area, we've been serving the Mid-Ohio Valley for over 65 years. Get more in 24. Become a member today. One Community Federal Credit Union. Online at onecommunityfcu.org.
For nearly 50 years, CAS Cable has been proudly serving the Mid-Ohio Valley with cable TV, internet, and home phone. Our commitment has always been to provide the best possible experience and service for our customers. With CAS, you get straightforward pricing that's easy to understand. And when you call, you'll talk to a local team member. Call us today or visit us online and see what we can do for you. CAS Cable, proud to be part of our community.
Remember, the 20th of September.
It's a September 20th.
21st.
It's 21st. So I'm not going to be here tomorrow. It's fine. Welcome back to Erickson All Sports Facility High School Football, presented by One Community Federal Credit Union. Make your complaint letters out to Brian Guthrie or Joe Oliverio here in the press box here. And Joe has got some statistics, courtesy of
courtesy of Carol Jett again. He is on top of it there. So basically the loudspeaker just got done playing Earth, Wind, and Fire.
It's still playing
September,
it, so I'm not listening to you. I'm listening to that.
We're up here singing 21st of September because that's tomorrow. But, hey, first downs, PHS got 10, South's got 11. Rushing, PHS 17 carries for 69 yards, 19 carries for 120 yards for the Patriots. Passing, naturally, we've said, Parkersburg, the Big Reds 119 to 68 for South. Completions, 8 of 13 for the Big Reds, 6 of 11, but those 2 interceptions standing out for the Patriots. This one right here, total offense, I thought was really neat. Each team's ran 30 plays. Each team has 188 total yards. So you can't get much more parity, as we say, or evenness with that. Third down conversions, each team has 3 of 6. So rushing, naturally, you've heard all night long. Let's talk about Shelton for the Big Reds. He's had 9 carries for 46 yards. Kincaid has had 5 carries for 34 yards. Over on the other side of the field for the Patriots, Bartley has 11 carries for 84 yards, and Hayes is 6 for 38. So we've seen that primarily one running back and the quarterback running. Speaking of quarterbacks passing, Kincaid is 8 of 13 with 1 TD. Hayes is 6 of 11, but as we said, that 2 interceptions sticking out. But you can't tell by the score because the Patriots are up 13 to 10.
Yeah, 2 picks thrown by Parkersburg South, 2 fumbles cost up by the Big Reds. So
the last one receiving, Levitt is leading the receivers for the Big Reds with 3 catches for 74 yards and 1 TD. And Forshee is leading the Patriots with 3 receptions for 36 yards. So, as you usually ask me, what are these coaches talking at halftime? Basically, each team is going to stay, I think, with what they've done and try to avoid the turnovers.
You've had success. Yeah, it's just cleaning it up.
South has been pushing the tempo. Big Reds have been trying to control the tempo. So let's do what we do. Let's eliminate the turnovers on both sides. We've talked about penalties. South Patriots have been hit with 35 yards and 3 penalties, and the Big Reds have been hit with 3 penalties for 25 yards. They declined 1.
2 personal fouls on South, 1 on PHS. Got to throw a shout out to WV Medicine Camden Clark for providing the certified athletic trainers on the sidelines for both teams. WV Medicine Camden Clark caring for our community and providing this service. PHS to take the kickoff for the second half. Before we get going, let me say, by the way, my 5-year-old neighbor, Easton, is watching tonight. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Glad you got a son.
I'm laughing. We're talking. Yeah, bye.
Short kickoff going to be taken at the 30 by one of the up men and out across the 41, and that's where Cooper Kincaid and the PHS offense will come out and start to work.
Got a text from my dear bride. We're talking about the Earth, Wind, and Fire September song. But do we know that?
Did she say stop it?
No. What she said What she said was, doesn't matter that tomorrow's September 22nd, it's going to be Saturday in the park. Oh, love you, dear.
Oh, man. Did that go with the Chicago show?
That goes.
Saturday. I believe it was the 4th of July. Kincaid on first down. For the Big Reds, I'm going to stop now. Hands it off to Shelton. Shelton coming near side across the 41. Now to about the 45-yard line. Picks up 4. Hard running for Jaquel Shelton. And he continues to pick up yards. 2nd down and 6, but he's got to work for a lot of them. He's broken a couple good ones, and if he gets out in open space, very dangerous runner. 3 backs for Kincaid. Almost a wing T formation.
Oh.
And they're going to hand it off to the tailback. I didn't catch the number, but he will grind ahead for about 2 more. It is Shelton, the carrier, and it'll bring up 3rd down at about 3rd and 4. First possession of the second half here. Am I crazy, or am I seeing the full moon rising right there?
It's a beautiful moon coming at us, which is a whole lot better than the lightning we saw a couple weeks ago here.
Receivers to the top for the Big Reds on 3rd down.
Fake.
Play action, flips out into the flat. First down, as I believe that's Levitt out there on the catch. And he will move the chains for the Big Reds. Well-designed play and executed very well by Cooper Kincaid.
I would imagine as that moon starts to break past those trees in a little bit more, our Cracker Jack camera crew will be able to capture that for people watching at home.
At the Patriot 44, 1st and 10, Big Reds.
Trailing 13-10.
Bam! Backs run into each other in the backfield, and the ball pops loose. And it looks like Kincaid maybe fell on it and preserves the possession, 2nd down. But what a train wreck in the backfield for the Big Reds. Averting disaster narrowly as backs were going in opposite directions, and they both hit the football at the same time.
I believe the correct term for that moon is a harvest moon at this point.
The Harvest Moon Festival is this weekend at Parkersburg City Park, by the way.
That's probably why they have a festival.
Fun fact. 2nd down and 14 after the loss. 3 receivers to the bottom for Kincaid, and he's going to run the draw, and he's got a hand on him right as he took off. He's only going to get a couple of yards, and it'll be 3rd and about 11.
Like all of a sudden we got a lot of people cheering or screaming. It's like it's coming from
Student
the big,
sections are weird.
Yeah, it's coming from the Big Red side. It's like, hey, you guys got 3rd and 11.
Yeah, you may want to watch this game. It's a pretty good game to watch here. 13-10 in favor of the Patriots here. Another 3rd and long for the Big Reds. They'll go 4 receivers, now 5 wide, empty set for Kincaid. Drops back, nobody's there, has to tuck it and run. It will get loose, but still well short of the 1st down. It'll be 4th and about 8, and on will come the punting team.
It's interesting to see the guys that are running. We've seen it particularly with Shelton, that time with Kincaid a lot. It's like they're not going full speed. They're just kind of letting the holes develop and then stepping through them, and then it gets blocked up again.
Kelly and Forshee, the 2 men deep for the Patriots, ready to take the punt from Zane Lewis. It'll be Kelly. Stutter step at the 12, but will not get loose and is drugged down right there, and they're tied up. And now we'll have to be separated. I'm going to need you fellas to go your opposite ways.
I'm sure Kelly will have something like, hey, I'm the one that caught it back here. You're supposed to block the first guy coming. If you catch it, I block the first guy.
He's supposed to make the first guy miss.
Didn't happen.
No, not so much. 8-12 here in the third quarter. 13-10 in favor of the Patriots. And the South offense back on the field. Colin Hayes will put his back in motion and hand off to Eli Bartley. Bartley will try the right side, get behind one of his big hogs up front, and will follow him ahead for a first down. Gets about 10. Patriots will go back onto the line. They're going to try and gas out this PHS defense as the evening goes on. Still kind of warm out there. It has cooled down considerably as Bartley will go again on the right side, and he's across the 25, good for about 4.
Time of possession in that first half. South had 10 minutes, 47 seconds. Big Reds had 13 minutes, so fairly even considering.
It's all the way across the board. Yeah. Fakes the pitch and will go again to Bartley, and nothing doing on this one. Big Reds not falling for that one. A wall of white jerseys waiting for Eli Bartley. He'll get the line of scrimmage, and it'll remain third and, oh, they're going to give him a yard now, 3rd and 5. South coaches doing their little hand signals. And 3rd and 5 play here for the Patriots, deep in their own end. Hayes will fake the screen pass and will take off running. This is coming back with a flag, but Hayes is loose. 30-25, and he'll be brought down around the 23. Ball rolls out of bounds, but there's a flag back at the 29-yard line, and this one is not going to count. Unless I am horribly mistaken, this is going to be a hold or an illegal block. Let's see what our head official, Rex Foster, signals here. Yep. Usually you get loose on a big run like that for a reason. And it's because somebody's holding. So a tremendous run on 3rd and 5 for Colin Hayes. Gets wiped out by a holding call. But South will get another crack at that 3rd down. 10 yards from the spot of the foul, which is going to be where the line of scrimmage was. So it's going to bring up 3rd and about 15.
So once again, it's that 10-yard penalty, but really it's a 42-yard penalty.
Yeah, 3rd and about 14. Yeah, this flipped the field for him here. So 3rd and 14 for the Patriots. Hayes bootlegs out, slings it to the far sideline, complete to Forshee. Forshee near the first down marker, but it's going to be about a yard short. And now put your coach hat on here as Nathan Tanner has 4th and 1, 4th and 2.
4th and 2.
At the 30, at your own 30, up 3 in a rivalry game.
And Bartley's carried the ball 14 times.
And they have the offense out there. Big Red side of the stadium getting loud, and now the south side is as well. Huge 4th down play.
I like a fake to Bartley, and Hayes take it himself.
It's going to be Bartley, and Bartley's going to have it across the 40, still on his feet and brought down at the 48-yard line. A huge 4th down run for Eli Bartley for the Parkersburg South Patriots, and now we're jawing. Shampoo is better. It cleans the hair. Conditioner makes the hair soft.
Patriots trying to up the tempo. And when you get that jawing going on, it kind of slows things down. It's like just get up, do it to him again.
Hayes will bootleg out. Sets his feet, fires, almost picked off.
Again.
In and out of the hands of the Big Red defender. That's 6. Hunter Petty hit him right in the hands. Hayes has already thrown 2 picks today and narrowly avoids a 3rd.
That's a tough one because he's running to his left, and trying to throw backwards.
They say running and trying to throw across your body, you won't get your shoulders set, you won't get your hips square, there won't be anything on it.
They need to run that play to the right.
It's now working to the left. Bartley is going to be hit in the backfield on 2nd and 10 and dropped for a 2-yard loss. The Big Red defense is making a stand here, and of course, a 3rd and 12. The big earth movers up front for PHS coming up big, not giving Bartley any room to run, and another big 3rd down. .543, rolling clock, 3rd quarter. South by 3. 3rd and long. Colin Hayes, junior quarterback, calls for it, loads it up. Rainbow down the far sideline, short arms it, incomplete, and here comes the flag. Double coverage down the far sideline against Forshee. Or is that Forshee or Lord? Forshee won. And a flag comes in from the side. The official that was right there didn't flag anything.
But the one that was 24 yards away.
And Coach Kimes would like an explanation. Are they going to wave it off? They're certainly not enforcing it. Oh my! Offensive pass interference. Penalty is declined, so it's 4th and 12. Holy smokes.
This home crowd does not like that call.
How the turns have tabled. So South is going to punt it away. Knuckleballer. Tracked down by Backus, but it will go into the end zone for a touchback.
It's interesting when you throw into double coverage and you have offensive pass interference.
Yeah, that doesn't happen very often.
So I wonder what the side judge saw from 24 yards away.
Say what?
I wonder what the side judge saw from 24 yards away.
Yikes. So 1st and 10 for the Big Reds. The defensive hold gets him back. Kincaid flips it out into the flat. Complete. And going to be a 1st down. Who made the catch? 12? No, that's not 12.
Shelton Kent was coming this way.
There's a nice shot of your harvest moon right there, Joe.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Cracker Jack camera crew on the top of this deck.
We call them Cracker Jack because we pay them with the little toys that come in the box.
Well, the way that lightning was bouncing around the other week, they almost turned into a Cracker Jack.
Yeah, we was trying to kill everybody. That's fine. 1st and 10 Big Reds on the ground to Shelton and he lost his hat.
Helmet.
So the flags are going to come in. That is our, if you had over under 2.5 on helmets lost, we are now at the over. It's going to pick up 2 yards, and now they're going to discuss whether or not you can advance the ball with your helmet off or. Just about a full house here at Erickson All Sports Facility for this crosstown showdown. Big Reds come in at 1 and 2, South at 2 and 1. First of 4 road games for the Big Reds in the middle part of their season. And it's going to be a flag, personal foul, face mask against Parkersburg South. The 3rd personal foul against the Patriots this evening.
I guess that's how the helmet came off.
Yeah, let's get a little assistance. So that'll put it just into the south end of the field at the 49. 1st down for the Big Reds. Clock inside, 5 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. 2 backs with Kincaid in the backfield. will send a man in motion, and now we'll hand it off. And bouncing off tacklers, I believe that is Ethan Jones, 8. Yep.
Yes.
Jones, a
second carry.
Tough pickup of 6. Had to work. That was the toughest 6 yards he'll ever pick up. 2nd and 4. The later this game goes, the more and stays a close game. Temperatures tend
to percolate.
Yeah. Again, a full house backfield, and it'll be Shelton. Finds a seam inside the 40 and down to the 35-yard line. Another first down for the Big Reds. Parkersburg just pounding away on the ground. Some timely passing, though. They're mixing it in. Matt Kimes is calling a heck of a game.
Yes, he is. And we've got 74 degrees, so everybody's just kind of comfortable right now. I think the energy will pick up on the field, and that's going to then transcend into the stands. Hopefully not. But
dude, as long as it doesn't rain, I don't care.
Yeah,
it can rain every other day, just not on football day. Come on.
I thought my phone died a couple weeks ago here between the amount of
Kincaid
water.
to throw. Swings out in the flat to Shelton. Shelton high-stepping a little bit, trying to find some room, and he'll go inside the 30 and pick up 7.
I ever wonder how a 5'8" guy high steps?
Lowly? No, I don't know.
I used to have a little kid at school at Warren, first grader. Couldn't give high fives. They were low fives because he was just, boom, got you covered.
That's as high as it gets.
Got you, Mr. Oliveira. Here's a low 5.
2nd and 4 after the completion. Little misdirection and handoff to Shelton, and he'll have the first down. Inside the 25. Ground and pound. The PHS offense keeps moving the sticks.
With that motion back, though, we've seen that hit and bounce around
We've seen
a little
it go
bit
bad
down there.
once or twice, yeah. But they seem to have the Patriots on their heels, and we'll see if South can get into the bend but don't break. Here is each team trying to wear the other one out. Kincaid tries to throw it, lost the handle on it. Now he's going to tuck it and run. Far sideline, and he'll go out of bounds right near the stick. Forced out of bounds by Brandon Sams. They're going to mark him about a foot short. Kincaid just
it was like the handle, just
it went back to throw it, and just there are no laces on this ball.
It's like you students now have these, 40-ounce Stanleys. It was almost like that one didn't have the handle. It was just kind of the Yeti style without the handle.
No, not the Yeti style.
I can't grab it. It's too thick.
Quickly out of the huddle as the play clock is down to 2. They get the snap off, and it's just a handoff to Shelton right side, and he will force his way down to the 10 and a first down for PHS.
His 15th.
And another hat is off. If you had 3.5 on the helmets lost this evening, hope you took the over.
63, Logan Middleton coming off, senior.
Down official timeout
lineman.
as one of the PHS players is having an equipment malfunction, it looks like. Maybe he had blood on his hand. They were pointing to something, and maybe had blood on his arm. 1:45, third quarter. Big Reds trailing by 3, but now with a 1st and goal at the 10-yard line. Big Red's been running out of this same formation. Handoff goes to Jones, and he's going to be stacked up and dropped for a loss. Trying a change of pace, putting Shelton in motion and handing it to Jones, and Patriots were ready.
Jones is only 3rd carry on the night. Shelton's probably glad to give one of those up.
Yeah, just send me in motion, man. Just send me in motion. Second and goal. And now, timeout Parkersburg with 58 seconds left here in the third quarter. Lining up on a second and goal from the 11-yard line.
Oh.
We are back in action on Tuesday. We'll be at the Rod Oldham Athletic Center for Patriot volleyball as they host the Belpre Golden Eagles. Next Friday, we will be in Williamstown, homecoming for the Yellow Jackets, as they take on the Polka Dots. The Dots. I love that. The Polka Dots.
You'll see the radio crew up there of Doc Hall and Wendy Johnson.
They do a fantastic job on 106 The Goat. Our good friend Mike Cameron. Part of that
team up
there?
there?
Part of that, well, sort of.
But he'll be doing the Marietta game with you.
Yeah, he'll be there with me. He's got a daughter in the Williamstown band now, so he's very excited about that. Out of the PHS timeout. .58 seconds left, second and goal at the 11. Kincaid to throw. Off the play action. Now he's going to pull it down and run. And into the end zone. Touchdown,
untouched.
Parkersburg. Cooper Kincaid from 11 yards out.
It's like the defense was backing off because he thought he was going to throw to Shelton right there
he was
on that option kind of deal. And it's like all of a sudden he just figured, I can go that 8 yards. I'll get that in there.
He started to buy some time, and that's when usually you drift back to find somebody to cover, and he ended up running it in. Kick is up and kick is through. 51 seconds remaining here in the third quarter, and PHS retakes the lead at 17-13. We'll keep it right here as the quarter break is not that far away. Next week, PHS will be on the road at Laley Field to take on the Capital Cougars. And Parkersburg South also on the road. They'll be up in Glendale to take on the John Marshall Monarchs. Beautiful field there at John Marshall. Right along Route 2. Of course, everybody knows where Laley Field is.
Home of the Super 6.
Home, not Super 6, just the West
Super
Virginia.
8.
No, that's
what
a
is it
hotel.
now?
I believe it's just the state football championship.
Oh, okay.
Super 8, I believe, is where they leave the light on for you.
Hotel 6.
Got me.
One of those resident inns. No, it's not the resident inn. It's Hotel 6.
Something else. Oh, God, I could go for a continental breakfast right now. So bad.
There's times we've been here after midnight. Squibber kick.
Take it by an up man at the 30. There's 35 and out to about the 38. And Patriot ball as they are now down by 4.
Like that might have been James Latea, maybe? Sophomore?
21?
21? Yep. Quarterback, defensive back. Good hands. Those are the hands, people. You want to have that.
So let's see what Colin Hayes can do here. Now back down 4. Back and forth games. South scored first to make it 6-0. PHS kicked a field goal to make it 6-3. Then took the lead at 10-6. Then South went up 13-10. And now we stand at 17-13 as
this third quarter starts to wind down under 30.
Bartley with the carry picks up
Yes.
about a yard. 30 seconds left. Boy, the play clock and the game clock are right on top of each other, so I think they're going to have to run at least one play here. 2nd and 9 at their own 40. Hayes to throw. Swings it near side to Forshee. Forshee making a couple guys miss. Dives out to the 48, but a flag down at the 43. Back judge saw something he didn't like. And Rex Foster with the call. Holding on Brendan Kelly. 10 yards spot of the foul. And replay second down. 5, 6, second and 16.
7 penalties for 70 yards.
And that's what, Coach Tanner, when we talked before the game, that was one of the things he talked about is eliminating the mistakes that we can control, penalties being one of them. That's the horn. Third quarter is in the books. PHS in front in the Crosstown Showdown, 17-13 over South. You're watching high school football presented by One Community Federal Credit Union on CAS 45.
It's game time, and One Community Federal Credit Union is here to help you tackle your financial goals. With our convenient and secure electronic banking and mobile services, we're taking our customer service experience to the next level. Plus, our CD rates are some of the best around, so you get more bang for your buck. When you need a loan, One Community can get you a great rate and a fast decision made locally. It all adds up to us being the Mid-Ohio Valley's winning team. One Community Federal Credit Union. Online at onecommunityfcu.org.
Last 12 minutes of the Crosstown Showdown here, and PHS holding on to a 17-13 lead over Parkersburg South. Brian Guthrie, Joe Oliverio, happy to have you tuned in here at Erickson All Sports Facility. Wrapping up a fantastic rivalry week between these two schools and their athletic programs. Again, a big thank you to Parkersburg South Athletic Director Jennifer Knoll and Parkersburg High School Athletic Director Chris Way. Very accommodating, allowing us to show soccer and volleyball and football and just
and they've got us inside on the 45-yard line, too.
Yeah, we're in a
box.
box.
Not on a roof.
So, yeah, let's take that all day. 3 receivers to the bottom for Hayes. You're on 2nd and 16 to start the fourth quarter, and they'll put it on the ground to Eli Bartley. And Bartley will fight his way out to the 39-yard line, back to the original line of scrimmage, and bring up 3rd and 10.
18 carries for Eli Bartley. He's got 18. Shelton's got 15. Basically, we're just trading running backs right now.
Yeah, it's
every now and then a quarterback will pull it down and run.
Yeah, it's been a feature running back and the quarterback doing the heavy lifting here. As Bartley again right down the pipe, but lots of room, and Eli Bartley is going to be gone. It's a foot race. Bartley wins. Touchdown South.
I don't see any flags. No flags.
61-yard scramper for Eli Bartley and puts South back in front. Check out fantastic replay there. As Bartley just won the foot race. And South will attempt the extra point. Here's Wyatt Bartley. And he will put it up through 11:25 here in the fourth quarter. And it's South 21, PHS 17. Bartley, 61 yards. Whew. That is his second touchdown of the game.
Yeah.
He had a 41-yard score to open the scoring, and now a 60. He's got over 100 yards just in touchdown runs. That's not too shabby as far as
not a bad night,
go.
right?
No. It'll be Hannah to kick it off for Parkersburg South.
But as we've seen all night, big plays can happen at the drop of a hat.
Home run running backs.
Yeah,
you got home run running backs. That's the long and the short of it is either of these backs could break it. Squib kick taken by an up man at the 35-yard line. South willing to give up the field position as their special teams swarms the carrier. We're going to I mean, forward progress is going to be around the 30. But PHS coming down hard as we have a Big Red player down on the far sideline. His helmet is off. Can't see who it is. Oh, we got a leg up in the air. Yep, cramping up. He needs a banana. Somebody get him some Pedialyte.
Some potassium.
Number 80. We don't have an 80. So the mystery
That's a tough thing. Sometimes
the mystery player is helped off the field.
Yeah, well, he's the one that caught the ball on the up portion, so he's probably not used to running. I'm used to like blocking the first guy that I get down here.
I got to run like 5 yards, and that's it.
And all of a sudden, there's 7 guys swarming me right now. That's a tough thing with some of these numbers. You know, the media guide goes to print so much early in order to have it out.
So sometimes you don't have that number in a road jersey. Here's Shelton. He'll try the far sideline, and he'll scamper out of bounds at the 35. And another Big Red is down. As Adam Elder is down on the field, number 50, and he is getting some attention from the training staff. And with a player down, we'll take the injury timeout. 11-11 remaining in the ball game. It's Parkersburg South 20, Parkersburg 17. You're watching high school football presented by One Community Federal Credit Union on CAS 45.
Big news! Mother Earth Foods is thrilled to introduce our brand new program, bringing you everyday low prices on our exclusive house brand, Cadia Natural and Organic Foods. We believe that healthy, wholesome food should be accessible to everyone, which is why we're committed to offering your favorite Cadia Natural and Organic Foods at great prices. So why wait? Head over to Mother Earth Foods today and start saving big on all your grocery essentials. Shop with confidence.
Jogs off the field, thankfully, after the injury. Handoff goes to Shelton, I believe, and he's going to get the line of scrimmage and not much more. Big blue wall there waiting for him, and it's going to be third down and about 5. Brian Guthrie and Joe Oliverio high above Erickson All Sports Facility. Happy to be with you on Crosstown Showdown night. The 20th of September. We already did that. We're not doing that again.
We did that.
3 receivers to the bottom for Kincaid. And he will roll that way, flips it out on a screen pass, caught by Levitt. Levitt will go out of bounds around the 40, and first down, Big Reds. Hunter Levitt has come up with some timely catches this evening. And he always seems to be just enough to move the chains.
Not being paid for extra. My role is to get a first down.
I'm getting paid by the yard here, Chief.
Kincaid having a heck of a night. 13 of 18.
Efficient. Shelton again. He's going to be over 20-some carries by the time this is over.
Yep.
He's got about 3 on that
sitting at 18 right now.
Oh, jeez. 2nd and 7 after the pickup by Shelton.
Wonder what he does like on Monday at football practice. Like,
ice is down.
Can somebody? Can we go like to a wing tee back?
Yeah. Run and shoot, anything? Flip out into the flat to Lewis.
Incomplete.
And incomplete.
Think he heard somebody.
St. Louis hearing the footsteps, getting the gator arms. So 3rd and 7. PHS trails by 3. with 9:47 to go. You can't laugh after you read your text like that. 3rd and 7. Trips to the short side. That's the bottom. And Kincaid to throw. Looks to the top. Now flushed out. Here's Shelton on the near sideline and out of bounds.
Crowd's wanting holding on that, but
I think they might have a case for that one. One of the Patriots was jumping up and down, pointing at the officials like, come on, man.
How did?
What else does he have to do? Take my wallet? Gee, many Christmas. So it's 4th down for the Big Reds, trailing by 3, and they're going to go for it with 9.5 to go in this ball game. Trips to the top. Big 4th and 5 here for the Big Reds. And Kincaid to throw. Across the middle on a crossing route. Lewis with the catch, gets hammered, but he'll have the first down. That time, Zane Lewis knew he was going to take the hit, but absorbed it and got the first down. We have seen some big 4th down conversions this evening.
I've always wondered when a receiver goes across the middle and gets hit like that, what the huddle's like on that next play.
It's him going, digging a face mask out of his chest. Twin receivers to the top, one to the bottom for Kincaid. And he will hand it off. This is Jones, and you could hear that pop up here as he'll get a couple of yards. 2nd and 8. Big Reds methodically moving the ball down the field as they have for most of this game. They have busted a couple of big plays, but for the most part, ground and pound. And Matt
Coach
Kimes
wants somebody
trying to get Jones off the field, I think.
Get Titan Parsons in, a wide receiver. It's on the wrong
now
side.
We're inside
now.
10 on the play clock. They get their trips to the bottom.
4, 3.
Snap is good. Kincaid to throw, and will have his head taken off. Absolutely swallowed up by Logan Middleton. Ate his lunch. So what was a jumbled mess trying to get the play off.
Get the play off.
Yeah,
maybe
didn't turn out
sooner
very well.
than what they wanted to before the clock went down.
1, 2,
3rd, 14?
4, 5. I got 15. 3rd, 14, 15, something like that. 220, 221, whatever it takes. 7:49 left to go here in this ball game. Big Reds need a first down to keep this drive going. Trailing 20-17. Kincaid to throw. Shelton is all alone along the far sideline and short-armed it. And it's 4th down, and Coach Kimes will send the punting unit out. They got away with 1 4th down conversion, but at this point in the game, not willing to try it again. Maybe pin south deep. And
that was a well-designed play.
It was.
Because
He was open.
You had down, you had guys cutting across the center, left to right.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, Shelton sitting out there on the far left on his own. Okay.
Try and pin him back. It will bounce straight up.
21, you better get out of there.
The Big Reds are going to down it just inside the 20, or right on the 20-yard line.
Coach's nightmare to have his players
Bounces
just
and hits
standing
somebody,
around.
yeah. Hit him in the back of the head or something. So PHS has 2 timeouts and 7:22.
Oh, we got
South is going to try and grind this one down.
3 more scores between now
Another
and the end.
score may end this game. House of Pain is now playing if you would prefer to jump around in your own home. Right ahead. Empty set for Hayes, and he's going to try and run it himself, but he'll get about a yard before he is tripped up. Most importantly, the clock continues to run. We'll see if Coach Tanner wants to maybe slow down this offensive pace, burn a little bit more time, because usually his guys are used to kind of getting on the ball and going. So we saw with Hurricane last week against PHS when it was time for them to just kind of bleed the clock. They didn't look comfortable doing it at all.
At all.
They'll snap it with about 20 on the clock. Bartley's going to have to go all the way to the sideline. There's going to be a hold around the 30-yard line as Bartley dives ahead for a first down, but that block lasted entirely too long to not be holding.
That's tough when you got all those bodies just melding together right there, not to have.
At full speed.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it was a hold, if I had to
That
guess.
was the preliminary signal. Is that Santa Claus out there officiating?
I hope so.
There you go.
South crowd happy with that. Coach Kimes over there with his arms in the air.
Remember who ran it?
It was Bartley on the run. Now get a first down for the Patriots at the 35. Handoff will go to Bartley on the misdirection. Spun around, now cutting back the other way, trying to pick his way through across the 45 and out near another first down. Move the chains, 10-yard pickup for the Patriots. Inside 6.5 to go. Patriots picking up chunks here. And now back to their offensive tempo.
Nice block by Sandy to free that thing up, too.
Bartley again, going on the right side. Spins away from the first man at the 50 and will get to the 47. Into the big red end of the field. 2nd and 5. Patriots, I would imagine, not in any hurry to put this ball in the air. That's was it Woody Hayes that said 3 things can happen and 2 of them are bad.
2 of them are bad.
Here's Bartley, and Bartley's going to break it when he trips up and falls down at the 30-yard line. He was going to be close to breaking that one. He's going to check himself out of the cave, get it.
It's his 23rd carry.
Get a breath.
He's like, I could see it.
First down, Patriots at the 31-yard line. Another chunk of yards. This will be Hayes keeping it himself, and he'll pick up more, and down to the 10. And Hayes on the quarterback draw. Carrying the load for the Patriots, 1st and goal south with 5 minutes to go. And Matt Kimes has seen enough. Timeout, Parkersburg. 5:02, stop clock. Patriots by 3, and now with a 1st and goal.
You were mentioning, were they going to start to slow it down, or were they going to keep doing what they're doing? And pretty much, they've not changed speed at all. We've got quick snaps. We've got everything we've seen the first 3 quarters. So, Coach Tanner's, let's keep the pedal going. Let's keep it going.
Well, it's either are we going to burn the clock off and they'll just get it back with nothing, or we punch it in and this game's over.
And because we've seen too many, like you said, they put the brakes on, and then if it gets back around, they can't get the engine started again. And we see that a lot in basketball. It's like,
took our
just
foot
keep
off the
playing,
gas and
keep playing.
Now we can't find that gear again. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line for Parkersburg South, leading by 3 with 5 minutes to go. And now PHS down to 1 timeout left.
Could that be significant? 5 minutes
We'll
from
see.
now? To be determined.
It's almost like foreshadowing, but we don't know what's going to happen, so there's that.
South Faithful sitting here in front of us, one that punched in. Punch it in.
Punch it in. Hayes putting a man in motion, and it's Eli Bartley picking his way through. Bartley down to the 3. They're going to mark him at the 2.
Bartley already has 2 touchdowns tonight. I think he wants the
Give
3.
him the hat trick. Second and goal from the 2-yard line. Hayes to Bartley, and swamped by Big Red defenders. Fantastically played by the Big Reds, and they'll knock him back to about the 6.
That play didn't develop real well.
I'm not sure what that play was like. If the Big Reds have holding the Patriots to 3 here, I think would be huge.
Huge, because we know they could score quick. And then that missed extra point at the very beginning becomes crucial.
Patriots come to the line with 10 on the play clock, 3:50 on the game clock. Hayes runs it himself, leans forward, touchdown, Parkersburg South. See the replay as Colin Hayes just kept working behind that big offensive line and just leans ahead to get the ball across the plane, and that's all it takes for the Parkersburg South touchdown. The lead is now 9.
So Hayes' second touchdown rushing. Bartley's got 2 touchdowns rushing.
Wyatt Bartley for the extra point, and it is blocked. And no good, but with 3:43 remaining in the game, it is Parkersburg South 26, Parkersburg 17. You're watching high school football presented by One Community Federal Credit Union on CAS 45.
For nearly 50 years, CAS Cable has been proudly serving the Mid-Ohio Valley with cable TV, internet, and home phone. Our commitment has always been to provide the best possible experience and service for our customers. With CAS, you get straightforward pricing that's easy to understand. And when you call, you'll talk to a local team member. Call us today or visit us online and see what we can do for you. CAS Cable, proud to be part of our community.
.343 remaining in the game.
So do the Patriots kick it to about the 30-yard line again like they've been doing and let the Big Reds have
that's
the ability?
I've yet to, this is the second time we've seen the Patriots, and I've yet to see them kick it deep in either game. Hannah, that's going to
squib down the middle.
Down about the 20 or the 18-yard line. Very returnable out to the 35. To the 36-yard line is where the Big Reds will start, needing 2 scores.
I'm sure at that commercial break, both coaches are telling their players, we've got 3:30 left. Maintain your composure. Nothing stupid.
I was going to say, please don't do anything dumb.
Yeah. Don't turn the tide with some jawing that could happen in a crosstown rival.
Now's not the time to let everyone know what your opinion is.
Yeah.
3 receivers to the top for Cooper Kincaid. Jaquel Shelton is the running back alongside. 1st and 10 to throw, near side. Skipped off the ground, incomplete, intended for Isaac Daly.
But as late as this game goes on, I'm sure if Patriots win, the Patriot band will be happy. They're like, okay, at least we won. Now we got to turn this thing around in about 6 hours and get all day tomorrow.
Belleville.
Oh, that's right. South's going to Belleville.
South's just going to Belleville.
The Big Reds got to go to Huntington.
Yeah. You sleep on the bus. Sleeping's for the weak. 2nd down. Kincaid out into the flat. Complete. Lost the football. South got it. Another fumble from PHS. And South has it, and that ought to do it. Another turnover, the third fumble lost by the Big Reds tonight. 3 lost fumbles for the Big Reds. And that one is pretty much going to be the nail. 1 timeout left, 3:23 to go, down 2 scores. PHS won this game last year. South won it the year before here at Erickson. And now poised to even this series at 10-10 over the last 20 years. Again, throw the records out when these two teams play. Hayes gonna keep it on the ground. Shocking no one, Bartley slung around down by his shirt tail. And now a late flag. And I think this is gonna tack 15 onto it as PHS is probably good and frustrated.
Why did they not listen to us a little bit ago? We were talking about we don't need personal fouls. We don't need attitude. Stay within your confines.
That was before the fumble. Now that there was a fumble, it's all bets are off. So tack on 15 more to the end of that run.
Although that's Big Red's 4th penalty, for 40 yards.
I want to say both teams have 2 personal fouls. Does that sound right?
South has 3.
South has 3. 3 minutes to go. Hayes in the backfield alongside Bartley. And Hayes to throw on 1st down. He wants the end zone.
Duck.
Short, incomplete, flags down. And that was not cool. I'm not, that didn't come out clean, I don't think.
No.
So now we're going to see, I'm sure there's some kind of interference down here.
I'm going with offensive pass interference.
Ball was intended for Forshee. And it'll be a 15-yard pass interference on Forshee in the end zone.
Stop with this, just run the ball.
Some helpful coaching advice from the stands at 2:45 left in the game.
85 yards and penalties for South.
Christmas.
8 penalties for 85 yards.
26-17.
4 big ones.
And Hayes will keep it on the ground on 1st and forever. And he'll get 2 or 3 yards. And that's pretty much all you need to do. PHS down to 1 timeout. But if you're down 2 scores, I don't know that you.
One of the advantages of us having a microphone into the audience is you get the game experience.
Yeah, it's like you're sitting here.
But at this time,
you can smell the kettle corn and hear the people yelling at the referees.
So at this time now, we're getting a lot of coaches.
Yep.
Which I'm sure Coach Tanner would appreciate.
Helpful.
With a
unpaid volunteers. Snap it at 1 on the play clock as Bartley will try the right side, and he'll be good for another 3 or 4 yards. And timeout burnt by Parkersburg with 1:54 on the clock. That's their final timeout. Barring a miracle, Parkersburg will fall to 1-3, and again, 3 more road games for them next week at Capital. Then they'll go back to Charleston again for George Washington before going to Cabell Midland on the 18th. PHS will move to 3-1 on the road at John Marshall before hosting a very good Bridgeport team and a Morgantown team that has been giving people fits as well this season. So both teams have still a pretty good hill to climb here in Quad A this season.
Even though both these teams will make the playoffs.
They're in. They released the rankings the other day, and magically all 16 teams were in. I think somebody was 0-4 and ranked 16th and was like, you're going to get Martinsburg. Lucky duck.
Well, Dave Walker's just cranking them out over there again.
Man, unreal. I wonder what it's like to be in part of the state that has people in it.
Oh, they probably complain over there.
Empty set for Hayes, and he's going to throw on 3rd and long. Complete to Forshee, who goes out of bounds after a pickup of very little, if anything, so it'll be 4th down. And Forshee and one of the Big Reds getting in each other's face here. Stop clock at 1:46. So a play here from South that does not get a first down stops the clock. A fresh set of downs will give them a chance to probably burn up the rest of this game. I guess you try and get the first down here. Again, PHS can't, there's no 9-point play that I'm aware of in American football.
I'm liking a pooch kick.
Hayes is going to roll out and try to throw for it. Ball completed to Taj Joyce, and it's going to be well short of the first down, and the Big Reds are going to get it on the turnover on downs. And correct me if I'm wrong, that's Taj's first catch?
I think so.
My goodness.
I can tell you, Hayes has thrown the ball 16 times and completed 11. So he's doing well in the percentage
Efficient.
rankings there.
Yeah. He hasn't really thrown it down the field. I mean, the ones he's thrown downfield have been well off target.
Well,
that's why he's got a couple picks already. And should have had a third.
Should have had a
in the end
third.
zone. Or actually 4th, because another one hit a guy in the hands. So the Big Reds trying to do something here with no time to work with, and through the hands of the receiver and incomplete at 1:37 left in this ball game. Again, we thank you for tuning in, and make sure you join us next week for more high school action. We've got Belpre and Parkersburg South volleyball on Tuesday night. Next Friday night, high school football in Williamstown as the Yellow Jackets host Polka. And then next Saturday, we are at Don Drum Stadium for the first of 4 Marietta College Pioneer football games as they host Capital University. All the information on our website at cascable.com under the CAS 45 tab, as that one low and incomplete in the dirt. And as this game has gone on, I don't know if it's Cooper Kincaid with I don't know if he's tired, if his arm, I can't speculate, but it seems like at a certain point in this game, he has short-armed or underthrown just about every pass.
Well, he's attempted 26 passes at this point. Looks like he's completed about 16. Unofficial statistics, but you're right. It just seems like
when Shelton was over there wide open, it
Yeah.
was short, and that one was just short. And, I don't know.
I know he got hit pretty hard the play right before this, and got up kind of slow. Oh, shot clock went down.
It's a shot clock violation. So the team that's trying to hurry up and score as fast as they can used too much time. But the clock wasn't moving, so it's fine. 1:33 left. 26-17.
45 yards in penalties for the Big Reds. 5
A lot
penalties.
of unforced errors for both of these teams tonight.
Steps
Kincaid to throw, sidearms it. It's complete to Levitt, and he's going to be spun down at the 20 after a gain of a couple, and it'll be 4th down. Just heave it and see what you can get. Hope for the best. South is a couple of knees away from ending this one. Clock's rolling inside a minute. Fourth down for the Big Reds. Here comes the blitz. Kincaid hit as he throws. Wounded Chicken is going to be picked off at midfield by Taj Joyce. He makes his second catch of the game, and it's an interception.
It's an interception.
And that's going to do it.
Cooper Kincaid's first interception.
4th turnover for the Big Reds.
Did we see the United Way presentation between the 3rd and 4th quarter? Were we just doing something?
I don't
see it on
remember
our,
seeing it.
our
I don't
sheet.
remember seeing that.
Stacy DeSico, the United Way director,
Chico.
was
That's a nice Italian name, is DeCicco.
Yeah.
Come on, man. So the Patriots can salt this away with a couple of, actually one kneel down ought to do it. And Hayes takes a knee, and that is how the Crosstown Showdown will come to an end. South takes a knee, and they will win this year's edition of the Crosstown Showdown football game, 26-17 over the PHS Big Reds. Joe, any final thoughts on this one from you?
Beautiful night, harvest moon right there for us to see. Great environment for both schools. Like you said, rivalry week brought out the best in everybody. Nice to see South get a victory because we've got the 2 ties in the soccer. PHS kind of dominated all the other sports. But overall, a great event. And like the score dictates, it was a give and take both ways. And we also saw a lot of great plays. Blown out, heading, to touchdowns, etc. So a little more flags than I wanted to see, a little more penalties. But other than that, it was a great night, and I just appreciate CAS giving me the opportunity to be up here with you.
Happy to have you, Chief. Over the last 20 years, this series is now 10-10.
10-10.
Nice. Join us Tuesday night for volleyball from Parkersburg South's ROAC. And then next Friday night, we're in Williamstown for the Yellow Jackets and the Polka Dots. For Joe Oliverio and our fantastic CAS 45 crew, my name is Brian Guthrie. 26-17 is your final score. South a winner over PHS. Thanks for watching high school football presented by One Community Federal Credit Union.